What's up, everyone? Welcome to the third Ramblers podcast. I've got Eric and Danny with me again. Say hi, everyone.
How's it going?
All right, so a bit of a topic episode this week. But before we go into that, we'll go into our news segment. So D23, Disney's annual convention that they hold every year, just happened. A bit of announcements were shown. We're not going to cover everything because way too many things were announced. So we're going to cover the things the most important. So first off, there's some news about Dumbo 2. Dumbo 2. Dumbo's live action remake. So we're getting a live action remake of Dumbo.
I've never really actually watched Dumbo.
Neither have I.
So all I know is that he can fly because of his big fat ears.
Dumbo remake. Don't know much about that. I think they asked the director, but I didn't write it down.
So does Dumbo have any human characters in it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is Dumbo just an elephant that can fly?
I saw it in year 3.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it ever again.
Because he
can fly. He can shoot water out of his nose, and he's apparently a jolly good fellow.
He can just naturally he can just summon water?
It's like a hydro pump from Pokemon.
Okay. I was thinking more create water kind of spell.
Kind of like that. I don't know. I don't know all about Dumbo. They announced the director and stuff. It's gonna be like Jungle Book. Or,
okay.
CG characters.
Except Jungle Book was good.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wasn't about an elephant flying because he is.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing Dumbo again. Does anyone like Dumbo?
I'm sure people do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's someone's childhood.
I feel like
fantasy.
I feel like it's the black sheep of the Disney. Oh, not black sheep, but the odd one of the
Song in the
Disney.
South, mate. Song in the South.
Yeah.
That's the black sheep.
Never
Black
heard
Cauldron.
of that.
Or Black Cauldron. Actually, I like Black Cauldron, and a lot of people do.
What about every single other Disney film ever out there that's not between the 1990s and the 2000s? Actually, pre-1990, apart from Cinderella and all those big
Snow
ones,
White, yeah.
they're a little bit out there. Because we were watching...
There's too many Disney movies to think about, because there's a good 100 Disney movies.
Yeah, because there was Black Cauldron, there was... What was that
Black
other
Cauldron
one?
was the 90s, I'm pretty sure.
That was early 90s. That was before Lion King and Aladdin and all that. What was the really other one that was really obscure but was quite popular? That was literally the storyline. I forgot what the name was, but the storyline was about a boy and he had a sword. And we watched a video
Sword
about
in the Stone?
Probably. No.
Black Cauldron?
No. Probably was Black Cauldron.
Is there a pig and a weird golem sounding character?
What?
Yeah, there's a Black Cauldron's a mystical pig that can create the dead, essentially.
Oh, wait,
and about a Black Cauldron, and there's a weird character that's essentially a furry version of Smeagol or Gollum.
Oh, can you imagine Gollum flying with wings?
I said furry.
Horrifying.
Oh, furry.
Furry.
I thought you said
but yes,
fairy.
flying Gollum.
A hairy Gollum, I think, would be worse.
Yeah. Okay, so Dumbo, don't really care. Incredibles 2, though.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Do they have a release date for that, or is it just
20, isn't it? You told me it was 2018.
I think it's supposed to be next year.
I know
Yeah.
2018, but
So,
do they have a date?
We've got.
Oh, haven't they announced what is it, May or something?
Yeah, it's May. So
It's supposed to be
I did have it, but I didn't write it down. I'm very unprofessional. But Incredibles 2 actually got quite a bit. There was a teaser, which isn't online, but there's people who've put descriptions up, obviously, of who were at D23. It continues directly after where Incredibles left off, which is really good.
So directly after they go, behold, the Underminer kind of thing.
I think, yeah.
And that was it.
So it's essentially a game based on The Incredibles.
Yeah.
So a movie based on The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer.
There's some interesting news, and I'm a bit mixed on this. The main focus of Incredibles 2 is actually meant to be focused on Elastigirl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
So she's going to be... Apparently the whole movie, she's now gone... is now a full-time hero, because heroes, I assume, are now back. They're not outlawed like they were in the first Incredibles. So I think... was it Mr. Incredible?
Mr. Incredible's now going to be the stay-at-home dad looking after Jack.
In the trailer, apparently, it has Jack using his powers in front of Mr. Incredible.
Yes,
and Mr. Incredible's really proud. He's like, oh, yes, he's got powers. Because in the entirety of the original Incredibles, they never see Jack use their powers.
Oh, they don't see it.
Yeah, we see it, but the family doesn't see Jack use his powers.
Because even when he gets picked up by I forget what big fuzzy hair man is.
Syndrome.
Yeah, when he gets
Your
picked up.
nemesis.
Jason Lee, yeah.
Yeah.
You Syndrome, your nemesis and... Oh,
Yeah.
great.
But yeah, because I think you see him using like the weight and like the hair, like the fire, and
Yeah.
him turning into that golem thing.
He's like that thing from oh, not the thing. He's like if you guys seen Fantastic Four 2? Brothers
Yeah.
Yes.
Like at the end when Blaze, it's a comic book thing where what's fucking
Oh,
Johnny?
Human Torch?
Human Torch, that's I
Torch,
can remember that. Where he gets the powers of everyone. So he gets
Yeah.
invisibility, he gets Hulk thing strength, he gets elasticity, and also has his powers.
That's
That's
that.
Yeah. So
So
he's
it's Elastic Man.
Incredibles is like an alternate version of Fantastic Four to be like, but if they're a
But
family.
better.
Like a good movie adaptation.
Yeah.
Well, actually, as terrible as people say it is, I liked the first Fantastic Four.
I mean, it looks
I
a lot
like-
better compared to the new
And-
one.
I was gonna say I really enjoy the original two
And-
Fantastic Four movies.
Rise of the Silver Surfer is a bit of like a guilty, like.
Also, Danny
enjoy-
dropped her phone just then. That's what that thought was. Everyone clap for Danny. Good job. Continue.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you guys like Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh,
I do.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I wouldn't call them good movies, but I enjoy watching them.
And Naked, what's her name?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Well, not really. If you want to watch, there's a movie where she has like a full-on naked sex scene. I don't know what it is, but if you want to see naked Jessica Alba, watch that. Just go on YouTube, right? Jessica Alba sex scene. You'll find it.
Woo! What a podcast.
Immediately
Unexpected.
adult rated.
Yeah.
No, don't ask me.
Re-
How.
restrict-
I'll probably drop a few F-bombs as always in this one.
Don't-
That's what gets us.
I think in the first podcast I counted when I was editing. I think 39 F-bombs.
Oh, serious? I didn't know that.
When we first brought up Crash Bandicoot in the original, the first thing I said was I fucking hate Crash 1. I was just like, oh shit.
Age restricted already.
Alright, sorry, we don't need ad revenue.
Don't say that.
No, yeah, apparently, the whole premise is that it's going to focus on Elastigirl, while Mr. Incredible's going to be a stay-at-home dad looking after Jack Jack. They may have addressed what's going to happen with Violet and Dash. I'm not sure what
I
they're doing.
didn't see anything. All
Yeah.
they said that was that the story
I'm
was
a
just
bit
based around her.
as much as I like the idea. It's a different. Because I don't want Incredibles 2 to be Incredibles 1. Like I love Incredibles 1, but I want a sequel to be like a proper reboot sequel.
A sequel.
At the same time, though, I'm not huge on the idea it's going to focus on one of the Incredibles more than the others. Because you could say that about Incredibles 1, it focused more on Mr. Incredible than anyone else.
Yeah.
But even then, everyone else had pretty relevant arcs to the entire movie and all tied together very well. Which could be the case in Incredibles 2, but I don't want a movie that's just like it's a cool idea, like Elastigirl doing her own thing.
And Mr. Incredible is one that starts the Incredibles because
Yeah.
he's Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
Well, that's why.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they do what Incredibles 1 did: is have it focus on one, but bring everyone else in. It's not just side arcs, as their arcs do coincide. Because the first half of Incredibles 1 is focused on Mr. Incredible, like getting back into being a hero and stuff. And then the second half, everyone else gets involved, and it becomes the whole entire family becomes central to the plot, which is really good.
Which means they wouldn't have aged as well.
That's I'm so glad we finally get an animated movie that is like, because it's been like 14 years since. Not
Yeah.
that long.
Yes, no, it has
will have
14,
been
15 years.
Yeah.
I think
Jesus.
15 years next year it will have been.
We should watch Incredibles tonight. I haven't seen it in a fucking long time.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I do, but like, I'm so glad we get an animated movie where it's like, okay, it's 14 years later, but let's have the movie pick up directly where the first one left off, because it's animation. The characters don't age. Like, well, they do if the movie says they age, but like, oh, they haven't aged.
They don't have to, yeah.
And I'm glad that it does feel like an incredible story. I'm glad they're not doing like a weird oh, we'll go with something that fits with the time. Even though all right, Dave's making an exit to go let the cat out. There was a cat on this podcast, but the cat is not part of it anymore. Oh, bye, cat. Good run. But no, that's the big. That's the like. I like this. Sounds like an incredible story. Like not like something that fits 2017. This feels like this would have been in the sequel.
I'm interested to see
I
where.
wonder if they bring back the Underminer.
They will, because
Yeah.
it says directly like.
Yeah, but that could have just been like a weird ending. Like they could have been like, oh, they beat the Underminer. Now it's-
Straight away or something.
Maybe,
Yeah.
and maybe
that could be the opening. Them fighting the Underminer.
That would have been
And
cool
they-
though.
I would
Yeah.
guess so, yeah.
That could be cool. Actually.
I would have liked that because that's their first family fight because
Yeah.
like all battle together.
Yeah, because
But
even Jack doesn't, because that happens because they're at the races watching Dash race and they're like, go second,
Yeah.
no, slow down, go no second. And
I love that scene. That's one. I
and
think that's
then-
my favorite scene.
And then like
Actually,
and then they get like behold the Underminer, and they all look at each other and they all put
And even
masks on.
Jack Jack.
Yeah,
has his
Jack
little
Jack has a
mask.
mask. I'm like, oh,
I
that's
am
cool.
curious because I'm not sure if the voice actors for the children were children.
No, probably not.
I mean, I guess so, but you know what I'm talking
It's
about.
Hollywood. You never get children to play children. It's dumb.
I don't know how Pixar do it, but my guess would they probably do get adult actors to do it.
Yeah, but I'm just curious. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be the same voice
Yeah.
actors because it's going to be so weird if it's not.
Yeah.
Like, especially with I don't know the actor's name, but the voice actor of both Bob or Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, especially Elastigirl, she's famous in like
Isn't Elastigirl the chick from King of Queens?
yeah.
Or what, Kevin James' wife?
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that Elastigirl?
I can't remember.
We could IMDb it, but we're lazy. But yeah, no, that I'm excited. I think we're all excited for Incredibles 2. That's not. It's not. Like it is a kids movie, but the people who are gonna go see it the most are all gonna be 20, 30-year-olds now
Oh yeah.
because it was like we were kids when the first one came out. We
Oh,
were
the same
fu-
with Toy Story 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Toy Story 4. I think they showed off some. I didn't write it down, but
Oh,
they
no,
did
that's
show
Toy
off
Story
some.
4.
They showed off some Toy Story 4 stuff, and they also showed Toy Story being part of Kingdom Hearts, which I don't know if we've got a tangent. If Star Wars is not in Kingdom Hearts 3, someone, the idiot at Square who said, it's fine, we don't need Star Wars or Marvel in our game, should be fired, and they should retcon Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, they chucked Tron in Kingdom Hearts 2.8, 2.5, or whatever it's called.
Well, Tron's been in Kingdom Hearts since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
In Kingdom Hearts 2, it was the old Tron world, and then in Dream Drop Distance, it was the new Tron world, the
okay.
Legacy.
So, I mean, that's Disney, but it's not like cartoon Disney.
No.
If that makes sense, which would make
But
sense
Star
Wars and
I
Marvel
would be
would
happy if they even put Clone Wars Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts.
That would be cool.
I want
That
a,
makes sense.
I want
yeah.
a lightsaber Keyblade. That's all I want, and to fight Darth Vader as Sora. That's all I really
but
need.
that would be cool because it would
or
also
Kylo.
have...
Or I don't even care. Put the new Star Wars universe in there. I don't care.
Well,
Just
your toe is pretty bad.
for everyone who's listening, I have a pretty fucked up toe at the moment. Ingrown toenails. Am I right? But continuing. On the fly comedy. Fuck. So the next thing is another sequel, another Disney movie sequel, Wreck-It Ralph 2, also known as, and this is its official title, I'm pretty sure, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
breaks the internet.
Yes. So
Does that mean
the premise,
literally?
I'm not sure, but the
They
premise,
could.
there is a trailer. Again, we can't see it.
Arcade to online gaming, that's what's going to be about.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
So this is what this is going to be. So from what the thing is, it showed Ralph, and who's the chick sidekick he has? The little girl,
Oh,
voiced by the chick from School of Rock.
voiced by Sarah Silverman.
Oh, the candy
I
lady.
can't remember her name.
Princess
Yeah.
Candy, Princess Lolly.
Whatever. I've only seen Wreck-It Ralph once. I didn't like it that much.
Oh,
So, like, is it Penelope something?
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
I'm one of the few who didn't like Wreck-It
and
Ralph
also,
that much. It was a little too fan
is it
servicey.
Sigourney Weaver
I don't. Oh yeah, I think
who
she's been.
voices the alien lady, and
Yeah.
Ralph ends up not Ralph.
Yeah. Also, Alan Tudyk played.
Oh no,
King
what
Candy.
the first person shooter woman? It's
Yeah.
Jane Lynch.
Is
Oh.
it?
Because I remember, because it looks like her.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
she does,
Blonde
Jane
hair,
Lynch, yeah. Anyway, see it. We got Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Mm.
I think having the Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, I think that's actually the title, but the thing I read said Ralph Breaks the Internet, 2 dots. What's the 2 dots called again? I forgot. Colon,
Or semicolon.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's a great, but also,
Yeah,
in terms of being formatted, it's a pretty bad title, but in terms of the title, it's a pretty good title. From the trailer, it was Ralph and his sidekick chick. Penelope. They're
that just flows off the tongue.
yeah, sidekick chick. Oh, it does too. Shit. I'm gonna write a script and have a sidekick character literally called Sidekick Chick. It's gonna be good.
Working title.
But they're like not invading, but they're breaking into like a cyberspace type area,
Mm.
which is the internet. Which I think, like from what they're going for, because Wreck-It Ralph is about video games.
Yeah.
It's all about video games. Well, that's what its pain job is essentially. I think this might be like another meta commentary on like, because Wreck-It Ralph is all about nostalgic video games and like old video games and how it's changed. This might be like a meta commentary on how gaming's now all about online.
Do you
and
think
all
there'll
that.
be literal trolls in inverted commas?
Probably. Oh man, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
we'll see at least one.
Yeah.
That would
It's
be
not-
that would be awesome.
Trolls. There will be
Can the-
like,
oh, the
there'll be
main
like a
character-
there'll be
main
like a
character-
Trojan horse.
Their main character could literally be just someone who's angry at everyone
Yeah.
and is very vile, but not actually because it's a Disney movie, so it won't be how they speak. Won't be like "fuck you, you fuckhead." That's a lot
There's
worse.
got to be a
A lot worse
phys-
than that. That was a really bad example. But I don't
You
want
didn't
to get.
mention about fucking anyone's mum.
There's got to be a
Oh, and there wasn't
physical
any
Trojan horse.
racial insults
Yeah.
in there as well.
Mm.
Yes, but no, yeah, there's something like that. There was some Lion King stuff. They showed it was a weird trailer. It was like a Circle of Life trailer or something. Wasn't a lot shown. It's
What do you
just
mean by Circle of Life trailer?
there was like a thingy that showcased the song Circle of Life.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so there was that. Apparently, it got a really big applause at the thing. Like all the people went nuts, which is understandable. Circle of Life.
I'm interested to see how it will turn out because
Yeah.
it's obviously all animals.
Yeah.
And it's
weird they're calling it the live action at Lion King. It's not live action. It's like Jungle Book. Also, John Favreau is directing it as well, which I have faith.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jungle Book, but a lot of people said he did a really
What
good job.
John Favreau direct.
Jungle Book.
What else has he directed?
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Okay, all right. In that case,
Yeah.
yep. All right.
Let's keep Iron Man 2.
All right. Well,
Iron Man 2 is
yeah.
not that bad. It's
But
not-
if he's done Jungle Book, then I feel like he could get Lion King well done as
Yeah,
well.
Definitely,
well,
yeah.
that's probably why they hired him, because a lot of people loved Jungle Book. And when I remember when Jungle Book was announced, it was going to be completely shot in a studio. It was going to be all green screen, everything. There's not a single live set in Jungle Book. It is all
Yeah.
green screen. Everyone freaked out like,
So it sounds like a
"No."
terrible idea.
Yeah, and then I haven't seen Jungle Book the remake. I want to see it, but I haven't seen it. Apparently, it was fucking amazing.
It is, and it's
Like-
really good, and a lot
And
of
a
people.
lot of people
have-
were like, oh, this is what green screen and CGI looks well is done like and all that. And also that goes to a kid, like the whole like having, and apparently, well, you can probably actually tell the kid actor was very good.
Oh, he was great. Like they've praised the actor so much, and I think a lot of people have commented being how like because it's a child's mind, it's a child's imagination.
Oh yeah, that's like a thing I've noticed. 'Cause a lot of people said a lot of movies where it's like a green screen movie, but they have a child actor. Everyone's like the child actor did amazing, and I think that's because the child doesn't have an issue of being able to be like when the director's like, so you're looking at a tiger, but there's no tiger actually there.
But the tiger's
It's
about.
like, but this tiger's this tall, and it's looking,
Yeah.
it's talking to you. A kid can be like, all right, cool, I can picture that clearly in my mind because I'm a kid, I have imagination. An adult is like, oh yeah, I'm picturing that, but you really, they're just looking and like, I'm looking at a tennis ball and stick. Which I feel like using kids in green screen is a genius idea.
I do think like
Because a kid can act that well. He can be like, I am talking to a dragon, or I am flying a griffin, or something. A kid can imagine it and not have and be like, but I'm not. But a kid can be like, I am doing that, so that's what I'm going to act like.
Well, live action lions are going to be interesting. Like
It's
I'm
gonna be
assuming they're going to
Well, not live
grab.
action. It's going to be like Sabor and all that from Jungle Book. So I saw clips from Jungle Book, and it's going to be like that.
But it looked good. Like I can vouch that the animals in Jungle Book looked well. Like same with the wolves and the tigers and the snakes and all that.
Yeah.
They looked really well done. So
Yeah.
I feel like there is
So,
a path.
On Lion King, are we excited for a Lion King remake, or are we like, eh?
I'm interested.
I've never had the nostalgia for Lion King as much as anyone else, just because
Oh, yeah,
I
'cause-
never saw it when I was younger.
Yeah, we saw it. You saw it first time in S&E in
In
high
class,
school.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, you've never
Environment,
seen
yeah.
Lion King? No.
Not all the way through, no.
Yeah, and everyone was crying in class at Nefasta's death for good reason.
Did we finish the whole movie?
Yeah, we finished it
Okay.
over 2 lessons.
We didn't finish The Breakfast Club, we finished that.
Oh, sadness.
Wow, so you finished The Lion King, but you didn't finish Breakfast Club. I feel like Breakfast Club would be a little bit more
Important.
important for school than Lion King.
Dude, Breakfast Club's amazing.
Yeah, I like Breakfast
Um,
Club.
I've never actually
See,
seen
I
that.
haven't seen I've seen Lion King a fucking million times as a kid, but I haven't seen it in a good 7 years. I don't think I've seen it since high school,
I watched it, I think, last year.
and I love it.
I love it.
I love Lion King, but when I heard they were redoing my Lion King, I'm like, all right, cool. And there's a bit of a rant, not a rant, but like an issue I have with Disney at the moment is especially with their live action remakes. Excluding Jungle Book, from what I've heard, Jungle Book is actually quite different to the original Jungle Book. And also, the original Jungle Book's not that good.
I don't remember it that much.
It's not that good. It's fine.
It's been ages, yeah, I can't remember.
I watched it like a couple years ago, and it's fine. It's like not that good. It's got its good bits, but it's like, oh, this is Disney before they hit their stride, where it was like everything good. But Lion King, I want to see a Lion King remake that isn't what I call the Beauty and the Beast syndrome, because a lot of people I've talked to, I haven't seen the new Beauty and the Beast, but a lot of people I've talked to have said it is almost beat for beat exactly the same as the original.
I've heard those well.
So I said, what's the point of a remake if it's exactly the same? I know it's live action and it looks nice, but like I can go watch the original and have the exact same experience.
I mean, it's the same with, American remakes of foreign films.
That's- yeah,
something
exactly.
like, Let Me In remake.
not
Let Me Write
not
My
all
Own.
of those are bad though. A good example is The Departed,
Yeah.
which is a Scorsese film. That's a remake of Infernal Affairs, which is a Chinese cop.
Is it supposed to be like shot for shot remake?
No, it's
Okay.
it's the same story adjusted quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's a Scorsese. Scorsese's above ripping someone off. But that's my big issue is that Disney with their live action remakes recently have been like, will take exactly what this movie was and do it exactly the same but live action. And I don't like that. If I want a Lion King remake, we'll get the same thing on our next topic thingy.
Well,
If I want a Lion King remake, I want it to be the same vein, like the same like themes, or even explore different themes, but a different movie. Like I don't want the Lion King, but with CGI, because I can go watch the original Lion King, which the animation hasn't flawed. The animation for the original Lion King is really good, so I can go watch that and get the exact same experience as been watching things. I want a different type of Lion King. I think Jon Favreau could do this. He did do Jungle Book, and it was a bit different.
Did he do Beauty and the Beast?
No.
Okay, so I'm excited because this is going to be the second Jon Favreau directed Disney live action.
And like I said, Jungle Book was the same story, but was told, I've heard a fair bit differently than the original.
And also, you probably will like this, there was a lot less songs in Jungle Book than in the original
well,
animation.
the original Jungle Book only had 3 songs.
They had
3 songs.
Bare
Bare
Necessities, the Snake one.
Yeah, Snake one and King Baloo's song.
Is that it?
They only had 3 songs.
I swear they had more songs.
The original Jungle Book, maybe has a song that the kid sings.
Yeah.
But from what I know, there was 3 to 4 songs. There was only 4.
Okay.
But it's because Jungle Book's only 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's an hour.
All right. Well, in that case, Jungle Book itself didn't have that many songs, and so I reckon you will like it because I know you said you didn't want a lot of singing in live actions.
Well, I don't want a lot of singing in the remakes because
that's what I said in the live action remakes. Yeah. But whereas I like the songs in Disney songs, so I would want Lion King.
I love those songs. Lion King has great songs. I will agree, but again, I don't want them to retread what they've already done.
Yeah.
Like a Circle of Life's going to be in there, and I that's the one where I keep Circle of Life. That is the theme. That's the theme of Lion King.
They have confirmed that the guy that did the original
that's what the trailer was at D23. Was the Circle of Life. They showed Circle of Life off a newer version, but it's exactly the same. Like all of Disney's live action. No, but I don't want any other songs to come back. Maybe a different version.
What about Be Prepared? Because that's what I mean. Okay,
I don't want them to sing though. Like I don't like it's been done. Like I don't need it, and it's essentially them retreading what they've done, and I don't want that. I want new stories to be told.
There should be at least one song.
Hakuna Matata. I'll accept Hakuna Matata.
That's why I said
every other song. I'll be like, no.
I feel like maximum, apart from Circle of Life, there should be one for Simba and or Mufasa. I think Simba sings. So I reckon there should be Simba's song.
Well, Mufasa never sings in the original Lion King.
So there should be Simba's song, Hakuna Matata, and possibly, not possibly, and Be Prepared. That's it. Or Can You Feel the Love?
No, I don't need it. That's the one song from Disney, from Lion King I didn't like.
Well,
Can You Feel the Love. It's too forced. It's my big issue. I love musicals. They're so fun, but if these type of movies, unless that is going for beat Lion King remake, like exactly the same, which again I don't want, but if it is going to do that, then okay, keep the song. But I feel like those songs are substitutes for character emotion and good writing. That's what those songs kind of feel like, because like instead of having like a conversation or a scene where it's like Nala and Simba, they're like figure out they love each other and shit, they put a song in there to convey, which works.
So
for those type of movies, but I would rather, if for a Lion King Jon Favreau remake, I'd rather them have scenes where it's conversation, or say like something happening. They could do like little references, like they didn't have a scene, but in the background have like a song that has the same melody of Can You Feel the Love, but just like in the background. That would be a really cool note. You'd be like, oh yeah, but then you'd be like, but it's not beat rehashing what's already been done.
I guess if they're remaking it, they're probably going to do it because they're not trying to tell a new story. They're trying to just retell. Like I know what you mean about obviously, the original still exists.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, people, are too lazy. People are too lazy to look it out.
Yeah, and that's also Disney doesn't want to take the risk. I assume they're like, we could try to tell a new story, or
they're like, it's either this or Chef 2.
Yeah.
So you would rather, just on this final note, you would rather a film rather than a musical?
I'd rather a film.
Musicals
are films anyway, but I'd rather know.
But you would rather less musical.
I'd rather them ditch all the music, all the songs, or reduce them to background songs where it's like the melody is same, but have it in the background of a scene. So I feel like it's a bit more clever and it's not it's not like. I love the songs, but they are replacements for dialogue, and they're meant to convey a theme that the movie's not conveying. Well, essentially, that's what musicals are. They use the songs to convey the emotions and what these things mean, instead of having good dialogue.
I can't think of any musicals that I like that aren't, that couldn't be really considered absurdist. I think of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Blues Brothers, and obviously they're both supposed to be quite absurd.
Yeah.
But that's if you want a sort of more genuine movie, then it is hard to have.
Yeah. The song. And also it breaks you out. At least me, like if it's not like it's just like, oh yeah, next song. like we have a friend who's like that. He doesn't like musicals because it takes him out of it. He's just like, oh, Elton's intense drama, and then bang in a song, and everything changes, and it becomes like a theater show, and afterwards it goes back to being a movie, and it's just like.
I think even he still enjoyed Rocky Horror though. Since
Everyone
just likes it. Yeah.
Oh, Rocky Horror is amazing.
Movie, yeah.
Have you seen Rocky Horror, Danny?
Not completely.
Oh, missing out.
Yeah, I do enjoy it for what I've seen, but
It's so
I
good.
mean, you pretty much only watch
That and
the songs on
that
the
and Little Shop
Yeah.
so good, yeah.
That and Little Shop of Horrors and Sweeney Todd are my favorite musicals of all time.
all right.
I've never seen those two.
Oh, they're good.
Never seen Little Shop, and when Sweeney Todd came out, I think I was too young to watch it.
My parents showed me that even when I was too young. They're like, "You should watch this," and I was like, "Jesus, this is
My
brutal."
dad hated it because he didn't know it was a musical, which is
Yeah.
weird because he doesn't like bloody movies.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I don't know what he I don't know what he went in wanting.
Alright, so the next one, last D23 news we've got, so we can move on to our main topic. We've got Aladdin casting for the key characters. Or I don't know. I don't think they announced it. I don't think they announced it Jafar.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
So one key character hasn't been cast. At least it has and haven't released it. But we've got the three: Genie, Aladdin, and Jasmine. They've all been cast. Let's go with the most controversial one. It's getting a lot of issues. A lot of people in a rut for some reason. The Genie has been cast as Will Smith. What do you guys think about that?
I'm interested.
I am as well.
I'm actually I like the idea of Will Smith as a genie because there's a big issue and it's going to happen, not just with the genie. I mean with Aladdin remake, live action remake, and this is what I'm excited for because this is going to be a live action. It's not going to be like Jungle Book. It's going to be like shot possibly on location. I don't know. Depends on if Disney can be bothered, but like it's going to be like one of those. This is another movie. I don't want any songs from the original movie. I feel like Aladdin can be done well if they tell it as a serious, or not serious, as an action adventure drama. I feel like that will do Aladdin for a live action way more justice than a
But
musical.
we've already got Jake Gyllenhaal in The Prince of Persia. What do we need a serious drama?
You have a good point.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, no, it's not very
I
good.
feel like.
No, it's not.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like there's only 3 popular songs in.
There's a lot of popular songs in Aladdin.
There's I forgot the name already.
There's Prince Ali.
Prince Ali.
There's a love song which is
The one on the carpet.
Yeah.
Show You the World?
Show You the World.
Yeah, I can show you the world, and then
there's
there's the Aladdin song, like not the Aladdin song. There's the genie song
like
that he sings.
the genie
at.
song. Oh, Never Had a Friend Like Me.
And that's it.
And
That's all I can think
no.
of.
There's the Street Rat song as well. Hey, the one shot, hey, the red light. Yeah, that song's great. Like,
but it's not as.
I'd actually argue that Aladdin has the strongest musical score out of any
I don't
Disney
feel
movie.
like that's as popular as the other 3.
They're all it's still very popular.
Oh yeah, but I feel like the people that are like, what songs that are.
Also, fun fact: Aladdin is the one Disney movie where the villain doesn't really have a song.
Yeah.
Jafar he sings a different version of "You Never Had a Friend Like Me." I can't remember like that.
Does
He has an alternate version of a song, but it's a very short. Like it's like
Yeah.
done. Then they move on. Jafar's the only Disney villain, and I like this, the only Disney villain that doesn't have a song, which I really like. Like, a lot of them have really good songs, like Scar with Be Prepared, and the main villain from Princess and the Frog, Princess
I've
Frog.
seen that movie
That-
once.
The main
I'd
villain
say
from that is, the only good song in that movie is the main villain song. It's got, it's also got Keith David singing it as well. Yes. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like, I've got friends in low places or high places. It's a very good song. But no, like, I feel like the Aladdin remake shouldn't have any songs. Like,
Okay.
it should be all gone. Like, I feel like it should be done like in an action-adventure movie.
Mm.
But no, I really like the idea of Will Smith being cast as a genie.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because, again, I feel like Will Smith, he has enough respect, and also he has enough charisma.
To pull it off well,
He will do his own take, and I want someone who's not gonna... You can't imitate Robin Williams.
No.
Like,
Do you think if he was still alive, they would have gotten him?
I think they would have attempted to get him back. But at the same time, I would have been like, oh, Robin Williams is back as a genie, but like, that was like lightning in a bottle.
I don't reckon they would have. I reckon they would have considered approaching him about it.
No, I think they would have tried. They would have been like, "Do you want to do it?" And if Robin Williams was like, "Nah,"
I reckon he probably would have been up for it, but honestly, I don't reckon they would have gotten him back for it.
Well,
And then, of course-
did he do the direct-to-DVD sequels? There's like 3 Aladdin sequels that were direct-to-DVD. Like one was like City of Thieves.
Remember.
He might have done it because I know none.
That's the other thing we don't get in modern Disney. We don't get more direct DVD sequels.
Thank fucking God.
That's good.
They were never good, ever good. Well, maybe actually no. Aladdin 2 was okay. Aladdin 2, it's alright. I've watched all of them. There's one was like City of Thieves or something. The third and fourth were god awful, but like 2 was okay. It was fun, but it's no Atlantis 2. Checking the battery. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're all fine here.
technical issues. It's all good now.
Oh wow! I didn't realize Aladdin came out in
It's old, yeah.
1992.
It's old. Before we were born.
Before we were all born.
Yeah, I said before we were born.
Oh.
No, I didn't say you. Man, I'm singling you out, Danny. Before you were born.
Before I was born.
Me and Eric were already ethereal beings by then. No, but that's that. They also announced the casting for Jasmine and Aladdin. Jasmine is going to be the pink Power Ranger from the newest Power Rangers.
Okay.
Which I think that's good. I liked her in the Power Rangers. I like Power Rangers. I thought it was a good movie.
I liked it.
Around saying it, yeah.
It's worth watching. I say it's definitely worth watching. And then the guy playing Aladdin is actually a no-name. His name is Manu Masood, I think. He's an Indian actor. This is going to be his first big breakout performance, which is good. I like that.
Good on them for casting him, yeah.
Oh, I'm all Disney's been doing that a lot. A lot of the other D3 announcements, they've all got no name. There's a lot of them. It's like a split in time or whatever. It's a new Disney movie that's coming out. The main actor in that is also a no name.
I know the lead for Moana. Never done anything before. Yeah.
I like Disney for doing that. Like, we'll find talent. If someone who's never done anything comes in auditions and they are the right for it, we will cast them. We won't go for star power because they save star power for supporting roles. Because like I'm pretty sure the guy who voiced Aladdin wasn't in the original wasn't. But
I mean, it's the same even with Star Wars. Like
yeah,
John
Boyega, John Boyega had already done like
Attack of the Block. That was the biggest thing he'd done.
Yeah,
and I don't know what Daisy Ridley.
I think she's done a few plays and a few indie art films, but that's about it.
And even back in the day, I mean...
But back in the original style, Mark Hamill did
and
nothing.
Carrie Fisher probably would have done that.
And the only big acting role Harrison Ford had done was... And it was... A lot of people love the movie but don't really like his performance, from what I've heard, is American Graffiti.
Oh, I'd totally forgotten that Indiana Jones came out after.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is after, and George Lucas... Because George Lucas produced Indiana Jones, he was like, you should really use Harrison Ford.
He did too, yeah.
And then Steven Spielberg was like, alright, and then they used him, and Steven Spielberg was like, yeah, that was a good pick. and also Harrison Ford's always loved playing Indiana Jones. Unlike Han Solo, he hates playing Han Solo.
Yeah, he loved playing indie.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. That's all the big D23. There's also shit. There's two big other ones. Last Jedi had a behind the scenes trailer, which we just watched 5 minutes ago. Looks pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in it that's like there was a lot of fight choreography, which had Rey fighting 7 dudes, which a lot of people have hypothesized that it's going to be the Knights of Ren, which is pretty cool. There's also Adam Driver fighting a bunch of dudes, which we don't know who's going to be, but it's had like lightsaber choreography. Had a bunch of other like really cool action shots of them on set. Had a pun end where had a guy like Admiral Akbar say "It's a wrap," which I thought was really funny. Danny scowled really hard. She was like, "No."
I was like, "It's acceptable."
3 different things. I was like, "Yes." And Danny was like, "All right," and Danny was like, "Fuck you." There's a bunch. It was just more of them just working on it. There wasn't a lot to be found. Well, it probably is if you like frame by frame it. And like, oh, what's that scene? But it's just like, they've confirmed Finn's is going to be in the movie. He's not going to be out of the count. Like, he's walking. He's up. He's alive.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Apparently, Poe Dameron's going to have a bigger role in this movie as well. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Finn, and there's a new character called Rose they've introduced. Their arc's meant to be separate from the main Rey arc. They're meant to be infiltrating an Imperial base, which could also put them in contact with Captain Phasma, which is a pretty good idea because she didn't get a lot of screen time in the original. But yeah, no, it was good. And then the last big thing was there was an Avengers Infinity War trailer at D23, which we'll probably get another trailer because again, none of these things have been revealed to the public. Have been like shown to the public except for the
behind closed doors stuff.
Yeah, except for the behind the scenes featurette for Last Jedi. That was. It's on YouTube, you can watch that, and it's not like a camcorder. It's officially released, so that was a lot easier. But like everything else has been, people who've gone to D23 have put articles up about what they saw, and and the same goes for Infinity War. There was a trailer, had a lot of stuff in it. Apparently, it had Thor slamming into the Milanos, like he crashed onto the Milano's windshield, and they were like, "Oh, who's that?" Had Doctor Strange and Star-Lord fighting Thanos on Earth.
So Guardians have been confirmed to be in
Infinity War is going to have the biggest cast in any single comic book movie ever made.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure every single character that's been introduced is going to be in the Marvel CU is going to be in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Every single
Every
one.
lead, I presume.
Yeah. So Iron Man, Captain America's got a beard in this one, which I'm excited for. And Scarlet.
What colour's the beard?
I think it's probably like Chris Evans' beard. They'll like Or Chris Evans, can we do makeup on that?
Is
He's
it
like,
dark or light?
no. Or I like to like they're like Chris Evans, can we do makeup for your beard?
Or is it like ginger?
That probably is. I like to think like they're like Chris Evans. We've seen you've grown a beard. Thank you, but can we dye that, please? He's like, no. I put it in my contract and all that. It'd mess with my beard.
I feel like having it. I'm kind of important to the movies.
And like Anthony and Joe Russo were like, oh, fucking hell, god damn it, Captain America. Now, there's that. They had Black Widow is gonna be blonde in this movie, which I chalk up to their fugitives. So they've instead of just using a hoodie, sunglasses, and a hat, they've actually gone undercover. It's probably
Dyed hair and a beard.
Yeah, so yeah, dyed hair and a beard. They're like, ooh, you look at you, sir. You look as built as Captain America, but you're not Captain America.
You're wearing a red hat.
You're wearing a hat and sunglasses and a hoodie and have a beard. He's like, oh man, they saw through my hoodie disguise. I'll add a beard. Oh, hello, stranger. Oh, it's so good. There was a bunch of other stuff. There was Thanos arriving on Earth, and he's like, fuck yeah, I can mess some shit up here. Apparently, there's meant to be an action scene in the trailer where Thanos crushes a planet and then throws it at the Avengers.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So
is the small one like Pluto?
Probably. Like I like to think
Well, no one cares
I like to think it's like a big like he just holds his hand up and there's like, as comet just comes to Earth and they're like, fuck.
How are the Avengers gonna stop that?
I don't know. It might be a mistranslation thing from what I've seen. Again, this is from an article, but a legit article from who was at D23 who saw the panel and saw all that. But that's pretty that sounds pretty awesome. That sounds like something from Final Fantasy. Like someone crushing a planet and then throwing it at someone.
It's nuts.
I'm excited. But that's all the D23 stuff we've got for now. D23's over. Comic-Con's this week, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So next podcast is gonna be about San Diego Comic-Con, and there's gonna be a fuck ton of trailers which we'll have read articles about because none of them will be available to the public. But we'll do it on that. But let's move on to our main topic.
I feel like that's kind of become our main topic now because we're talking about
I realize like you're talking about alright, half our main topic.
50 split, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do our five favorite PS1 games. And what brought this idea on is we've had this month 3 different remasters in July.
Have we?
Yes, we've had Crash Bandicoot, obviously. Yep. We had a Wipeout America Collection,
of course,
which is 2048 HD and Fury, and we've had Final Fantasy 12 30 Age, which is another. So we had at least 3, and all these franchises have started on the PS1. The Crash Bandicoot, those 3 in the Ancient Trilogy, they were PS1 games, and then we've had a Wipeout started on PS1, and we had Final Fantasy. Didn't start on PS1, but had a stride on PS1 with 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, sure.
So it's like, I figured we'd, I was considering doing, what games we'd see remastered, but that's not as fun. So let's talk about our favourite PS1 games. We picked 5 each, so we'll just go through one at a time.
I was going to say, do you want to, if we have a mutual one, should we discuss it together? Just to save ourselves?
Yes, because I'm pretty sure we've got a few crossovers from what I've seen about this.
Sure, yeah.
Me and you've got one, I'm pretty sure me and you've got at least one, which is good. So we'll do that. Also, I think me and Danny have got a couple of honourable mentions. So
I've got quite a few.
How many you got?
I've
I
got...
might chuck in a couple.
Also, we're about to open a few beers.
Yep.
1, 2, 3,
excuse
4,
the
5,
noise,
6,
fans.
7, 8.
You got 8? I got 1.
Well, no, it's because...
Fine, I'm going to add 2 more.
I'm going to have 2. I think that's it.
It was just because I was like, I remember playing them and they're really fun, but they're not like my favourite.
Your favourite? Yeah, I had 1 and now I'm going to add 2 more because you have 8.
I'm going to try and take off from this nostalgic album.
Thank you, Eric. Yeah, same. I've looked at a lot of these.
Let's get a chinkin.
Danny's not drinking, so you don't get a chink, Danny. I'm sorry.
Chink.
Fuck you. Alright, so Danny, because you've got so many, we're going to honourable mentions won't spend that much time on. We'll fly through them.
Alright.
Danny, what are your honourable
we can talk about my top 5 and then I can just...
No, honourable mentions first. Honourable mentions first.
Alright, well...
Or 5, 4, 3, 2 honourable mentions 1.
No, I'll go honourable mentions first. Alright, so Danny, your honourable mentions.
Alright, so
what be they?
No, honourable mentions are... Now, a lot of these actually about...
Are probably really bad games.
A lot of I'd say about 5 or 6 of them out of the 8 are movie games, but they're really fun ones. But okay, in no particular order, A Bug's Life.
Good game.
Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear's Adventure.
Never played.
Too Extreme, and it's Extreme with a capital X and a capital 2.
Oh, it's from the 90s, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a game where you can either mountain bike, skate, snowboard, or
So is it Ubisoft?
Yeah, they wouldn't have a name like too extreme without these.
I was gonna say, so is it the Ubisoft Steep? Hey,
it isn't steep just like
snowboarding and
yeah,
a guy
snowboarding.
died. Rest in peace.
Oh god. Got dark there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
yeah. Let's see, too extreme. Rapid Racer, which is like massive.
Is that Wipeout in water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's better.
Flying through.
Hercules,
Not
Tarzan,
that good.
Croc
Pretty
2.
good.
I love Croc 2. And Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider I played.
Oh yeah, I'll put that as an honorable mention for me as
Tomb
well.
Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
I've only played a good 4 hours of the first one, and it was right. It's one of the games where like it's aged, but you can see the well designed.
Yeah.
You know, you're like it's aged, but I can recognize it's not a bad game. Like the design is still there. It's still a well made.
I beat Anniversary, which is a remake of that. I always found the original interesting because I don't know how long they did this for, but you have to do everything in the original Tomb Raider. Like you don't even grab ledges automatically. And I found it interesting because it does sort of add.
Oh yeah, I played on PC, and I was like, I had that where you had to hit a button every time, and I liked that because a lot of people complain like, oh, it's really hard. I liked it because it was an immersive type thing.
Oh yeah, that's
It's like it wasn't like jump, like it wasn't like Assassin's Creed where you hold A or X,
and it just does it all for you. Yeah.
This was like press button to run, press button to jump, press button to grab the ledge. If you fall, hit another button.
I think the jumping was actually done quite well in that.
Yeah. Oh, I it's one of the games
So
where
it was challenging. But
a
yeah,
lot of
you
people
had to
said
pay
that
attention.
Tomb Raider it handles badly, and for basic movement, yes.
Oh yeah.
Basic
You're not
movement,
kidding
running.
unless that handles like a tank. Yeah.
It's like Resident Evil, but the jumping and climbing I found on Tomb Raider was very good.
Now, I actually have only played about 15 minutes of that game,
Tomb Raider.
of Tomb Raider 1, but the reason I put that in is
Because of
because...
pointy boobs.
Yes, I was about 5 or 6 years old but when I played it, but the reason I put it in there is because it was the first PlayStation 1 game I ever played.
Oh, wow.
And it was on a PS1 console that we didn't even own. We were staying in a chalet hotel thing on a holiday, and it had about 3 games, and one of them was Tomb Raider, and that was like my first introduction ever to games, at least to console gaming.
It's a good introduction. I didn't play Tomb Raider until I was like 15.
I mean, the first game I ever played is going to be on my list.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't remember because I had a PS1 at a very early age because I got we had a PS1 in my house. I had a PS1 in my room as soon as I got a PS2, which is again late in the PS1's life cycle. So I already played a lot of these games, but even like then I had a PS1 in my room, so I used to play a lot of PS1.
Yeah, I did that as well. As soon as we got a PS2, my PS1 or at the family's PS1 went into my room with like a little crappy square box.
Yeah, I had like a monitor that was a good like 30 centimeters wide and tall.
Yeah. I didn't even have
that monitor served me well.
I didn't have a table or anything. It was just
hit a button.
on
It was like
on
hit the
the
fourth button. It was like
I just got it really early in the morning to use
Yeah.
the family's TV.
Yeah, I did that as well.
Yeah, because as a kid I used to wake up, even with PS2, I used to wake up 3 hours before school started. Because Mum was like, you can wake up whenever you want as long as you're ready for school by 8.
Oh, dude, didn't have time for that. I could watch his cartoons.
The last thing, I used to do cartoons, and then I think it was Cheese TV, and their lineup got
When it
pretty
hit
shit
7
at one point.
in the morning.
So I was like, I was like, it was like the new Pokemon, which I didn't like, Wings Club, which I didn't like.
Because Cheese TV started at what, like 6?
Yeah, and it had like back to back Pokemon, Digimon, Dragons,
Oh,
like
so
Yu-Gi-Oh! It was
much
fucking
stuff,
amazing.
Yeah.
Then Cheese TV was you got a bit shit because then they had like random
Turned
stuff.
into Toasted TV.
Toasted TV, yeah.
Oh man.
Wait, no, that's right. It used to be called, wasn't it? Big Cheese TV, then it went to Cheese TV.
Yeah,
I think.
and then it was Toasted and the cancerous hosts. Sorry,
We could have
cancerous
met
hosts.
Cheese TV hosts.
We could have.
They were at Respawn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, they're still like active.
Yeah.
The original
Surprised they haven't started like a web series. It's just Cheese TV.
they haven't started, but they are like they're still giving away stuff and they're
They've got
still
to be
talking
getting
about
on a bit now. Like, because Cheese TV's like, it's fairly old.
Very old.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was around when like our parent, my stepdad was like he was in high school when Cheese TV, not high school, like he's only like hit 30 now. He was in high school when Cheese TV. He remember when it was new. He was like, I think he was like 18. Matt, if you're listening, comment tell us when you found out when Cheese TV came about. There's that. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. So you said Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Right.
And that's it. That's all my honourable mentions. And then I have my list of 5. If I can go through them.
So my honourable mention, I've got 3. I had 1, but Daddy had 8, so I'm fucking more. My first one was the original one I played with Buster Groove. You played that?
No.
Dude, you're missing out.
No, you're not. You're not. I can tell you now you're not missing.
You are missing out.
I believe I'm not.
No, you're missing out, trust me. It's a dancing/fighting game.
Okay.
So how it works, it's like a DDR game. I've never played it with a mat, I've only played it with a controller, but I think it was designed for controller.
It's terrible with a controller.
No, it's not. It's beautiful. Shut your mouth.
We tried playing
Yeah,
it.
we played it on a PS3 and the PS3 wasn't working for some reasons. I play it on PS1 and PS2 and it's pinpoint as fuck and it's amazing. Anyway, so what Buster Groove is, it has a colourful cast of characters, including a guy called Heat who wears a beanie and like long jumpers and pants. And
That's so nice.
Yeah, this game is probably the most 90s game ever created. It has a cop called Striker who wears tracksuit pants and he doesn't wear a shirt.
That's a lawsuit for Mortal Kombat waiting to happen.
He wears tracksuit pants, he has long black hair, tattoos everywhere, doesn't wear a shirt but wears gun holsters. So he's just like the 90s cop of the 90s. Has a bunch of other characters. Got a guy called Bob who's fat and loves hamburgers. It's great.
That also sounds like a...
That's like Tekken.
It's Tekken, isn't it?
Actually, yeah, probably. Tekken ripped off Buster Groove! Harada, we're coming for you. No, we'll be whoever made Buster Groove. I think it was Enix. Yeah, Enix made Buster Groove. Before they were Square Enix.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, it's a dancing fun game, so two people verse. They fight each other, and you have to out-dance each other, but you can also attack each other. And it's kind of... the dancing is like combos, essentially. You have to put like different arrow things in and hit a button, and it's all done on beats. So it's like, you'd be like 1, 2, 3. What you can do a combo at any speed between them, but on the fourth, you always have to get your last button in. So you'd be like, hit your entire key thing in the first like second of the thing, and just wait for like 1, 2, 3. And it's such a fun game. Like, I've played through it a good like 70 times. It's so fun. The other ones I got is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I don't think any of you have played. Have you?
No.
I was going to put that actually on my list, but I've never beaten it, so I was like, I don't feel like it should go on my list. There's a few games on my list I've never beaten, but I played a lot. I haven't played that much of Symphony of that, but it's a great game. And the other one I want to put on was GT2. Just Gran Turismo 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Such a great racing game. It holds up great to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Very well. Like, I played it not too long ago. Oh, sorry. And it was really good. Like, it still holds up really well, especially what they did on the PS1. That's really good. Did you have any honorable mentions, Eric?
Yeah, I'll chuck in a few. So I'll chuck in one for Resident Evil 2. I remember playing it at the time, not liking it as much as the original, but I still had some fun. I enjoyed just going from the mansion to the city.
Yeah.
And that being a really, really big deal.
It is such like a sequel in terms of everything is bigger. And I prefer 2 to 1. A lot of people do, yeah.
I
prefer 2 to the original. I don't prefer 2 to the remake of 1. Remake of Resident Evil 1 is near on perfect. But it's such a good sequel. I was going to put that on my list, but again, I haven't played it a lot.
Yeah.
I've only played about half of it, and I was like, don't want to put that on. There's other games I'd rather put on. But Resident 2 is so good.
Yeah, so I already said Tomb Raider, so we've already talked about that. And I'll chuck the original Crash Bandicoot in there, because while it's certainly not the best game, and, not the best in the Crash Bandicoot series.
No!
It obviously set the foundation, and it is still fun.
And it's not like it's a bad game.
No.
It's better on PS1 than PS4.
No, I think it's better on PS4.
The original Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, because in the original Crash Bandicoot, you can't save.
That's true.
Oh, the cat one's back! Dang, let the cat back in.
Okay.
We've got a special guest, guys. It's a cat.
And I'll give one more to Star Wars Dark Forces.
Oh, good game. Very good game. Oh, hey, Motley. We've got a guest, guys. Alright, so... Oh, getting them
Oh,
pats.
it's so fluffy.
That's what she said. Alright, so we've got our honorable mentions out of the way. Let's go with our games. Oh, you guys go first. Who's going first? Eric or Danny?
Around the room, you start off the
Alright, so I'll start.
Danny first!
So, in no particular order, do you want to discuss them or just
Discuss them. We'll discuss them.
Alright, so
It's a 5 each.
the first one I've listed is Crash Team Racing.
Good fucking game.
Never played it, so I can't.
So the... Do I say Mario clone? Like Mario Kart clone?
Not a clone.
Actually, no. It was...
Yeah, just let her out. Just shut the door. She's chosen.
It's a cat.
The cat
It's indecisive.
In the words of Big Brother, the cat has been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Oh god, don't start with that.
But yes, Crash Team Racing, I'd say it copied quite a few different things from Mario Kart.
It didn't copy. I'd say it took the foundation of what Mario Kart was and did its own spin with it. Because there's a lot of if you're gonna say it's a copy of Mario Kart after CTR is a copy of CTR. Because Mario Kart was like, man, they had a lot of fucking good ideas, like drift boosting. Started with CTR, and then Mario Kart implemented drift boosting. Same with jump boosting. a lot of shit that was started in CTR, Mario Kart then used. So it's kind of like CTR was like, all right, Mario Kart, we'll show you how it's done. And then I'll profess CTR is the best kart racer ever made. Yeah, Mario Kart fans come at me.
But the reason I picked that is because I actually, when it first came out, I never played the original Crash Bandicoot games.
Yeah, I had.
So I like my first.
Well, 1 and 3.
My first introduction ever to Crash Bandicoot was Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, you know, your boss fight, like your boss race is Papu Papu. And then the second one is Ripperoo. And the third one...
First one's Ripperoo, second one's Papu. Continue.
Yes. Is it? Oh,
yeah, first
that's
one's
true.
Ripperoo, second one's Papu Papu.
But yes, and so I was like, and then when I played the remake of Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, oh, I know who these characters are, and I know we're in relation to this.
I'm surprised Papu Papu returned at Crash Tag Team Racing. Because he's only in the first game.
Oh, is he in Tag Team?
Just said it was.
Crash Team Racing.
Oh, Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
There's 3 different Crash Racing.
Okay, yeah.
There's CTR, and there's CNR, which is Crash Nitro Kart, and there's CTGR, which is Crash Tag Team Racing.
Ugh. I've never heard of that.
Well, Tag Team Racing is...
That's all I played, yeah.
Not that
Yeah.
good. I beat it.
Okay.
Had it on PS. Actually, as a PSP game, it was okay.
Oh, right. But yes. So that's the first one.
Yeah.
Second one.
What's your second one, Danny?
Spyro Gateway to Glimmer.
Okay, yeah.
According, is it America?
In America, it's called Ripto's Rampage.
Rage. I don't know why
Ripto's
it's
Rampage.
changed. Ripto's Rampage.
Is it Rampage?
No, Ripto's Rage.
Rage? Okay. Because this is also on my list. It's my 5th one, so we can skip that as well.
Which number was this?
2.
Number 2.
Number 2, okay.
Yeah.
Spyro 2.
I have played some of them. I don't know.
Spyro, I would, this is yours. It was both of us, so you go first.
Yeah. Again, that was my first introduction to Spyro. I never played 1. I never played 3.
3 is good.
Yeah.
3 is really good.
Yeah.
I've never beaten it. I've gotten about halfway. I never played it on PS1. I played it on PS3.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, I played that when I was quite young. That was also another one of that, and Crash Team Racing were also one of my, I guess, first games I ever played.
Actually, I think to be honest, because we were talking about our first games we played ever, I think Spyro 1 was the first game I ever played.
Yeah.
And I was considering, because I wanted to put a platformer on my list, because PS1 had 2 great platform franchises being Spyro and Crash. They were its Marios. In a lot of ways, I think they're better than at least the competing Mario games at the time, which was 64, which I don't think is very good. Yeah, Nintendo fans come at me. But anyway, I respect. Actually, no, I respect Super Mario 64, but I don't think it's a good game now. And I think Crash and Spyro are good games now.
Yeah, they still hold up.
Well, Crash 1 is 8. Crash 1 and Spyro 1 have suffered from the test of time, especially Spyro 1. Crash 1 I can think is way more playable. Spyro 1 has aged very badly. And I said that in our first podcast. I think...
I was did we talk about it on the podcast or was it off?
No, it's about on podcast. Because we're talking about the if Spyro could come back.
Okay.
And I said that if they're going to do Spyro 1 would need an overhaul. Like, complete from the ground up. Or to the point where things would drastically need to change. Because Spyro 1 has aged horribly. Spyro 2 is near on perfect. And I think that was the... I remember I was so surprised. I played it as a kid all the time. Never beat it as a kid. Returned to it when I was like 17, 100% of it. And I was so excited, so I went back, had nostalgia glasses, but then I was like, wait a minute. Without nostalgia glasses, this game is just as good as I remember it being as a child. And it is so goddamn good. Like, Spyro 2 is amazing. I love every song in that game. Every level is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Even the levels I don't like, I like. I'm like, this level's not that good. But I still love it because it's Spyro 2. And I think it's amazing. Like, it's got, like, really good boss fights. I will say Spyro 3's got better boss fights than 2.
Does it?
Yeah, way better boss fights.
Okay.
I've only played half Spyro 3, but the ones I have bought in Spyro 3 are way better than 2. And 3 brought in multiple characters also.
Yeah.
Again, I almost picked 3, but I've never beaten 3. So I was like, But I have 100% of 2, and 2 is amazing.
Yeah, it is. But yes, so Spyro 2, and then... Oh, wait, your turn.
Yes, so I forgot we're going to do 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4.
I'm so confused.
Where are we?
So we're going to go our 5s.
I thought we were going like each person.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, because we've been going each person. We'll continue with that.
Okay.
So Danny, keep going. My bad. I forgot to mention.
That's amazing because that was our 4th one.
I was gonna say I forgot to mention that I wanted to go 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3.
Well, I had mine in no particular order.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so go through. Right, we'll continue the way we're going.
But yes.
Sorry, my bad.
Number 3. My third game.
Yes,
third game is actually the other game that I first ever played on PlayStation
Man,
1.
Dan's gone full nostalgia.
Yeah. But yeah, so Tomb Raider was one, but Tekken 3 was the first ever game that I played and that I still play to this day.
Yeah.
I played Tekken 3, I can't remember.
That's the last one they released on PS1.
Yeah.
And it had like Jin and
I can't.
it had like Jin, it introduced Lei, and it had like it's the best PS1 Tekken.
I might have after I played Tekken 5 because I might have wanted to play another Tekken.
Yeah.
I can't remember though.
Because 3 was gonna be one of my honorable mentions. It was gonna be on my list, and I was like, no, I knew you'd put Tekken 3 on. I was like, no, Days got it. I'll leave it off my list so we don't burn through my list because a lot of our favorite PS1 games are the same.
Yeah.
But
yes, Tekken 3.
So good.
The very, very first, because I still remember we had the two games at this little hotel place. One was Tomb Raider and one was Tekken 3. We first touched Tekken 3. And so that was...
It's got the cooler name. It's called Tekken 3. What is Tekken? Well, what could this be?
We didn't know what it was. Actually,
it stumbled across a great fighting game.
It had Tekken 2 and 3.
Actually, that's the... Are you sure?
Yes.
That's odd. Because...
The place that it had Tekken 2 and 3.
Oh, I think it meant the disc had 2 and 3.
No.
Okay, no, that's very... I was like, that's not a thing.
No, I wish that was a thing.
Beers, mate.
But yes, no, Tekken 3 and...
1.78.
It was introduced my love for my favourite character, King.
Oh, yes. Well, he's been in Tekken since 1 as
Yes,
well.
he has, but not the same King.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so Tekken 3.
It's not on my list, but I do love me some Tekken 3. I had a demo of it, which me and my cousin Nathan used to play relentlessly, and it only had 2 characters, Eddie and Xiao Yu.
Oh, wow,
Only
really?
Only 2 characters that were on the demo. We played that demo, I think, so many times.
Did you ever play the demo of Soul Calibur 3? So I know you played the game. Did you play the demo?
No, I never played the demo.
Because I remember that only had 2 characters. God
damn you, Namco. Give us more characters for the demo. Sell us on the game. But the Tekken 3, for that demo, it had the new characters. So Eddie and Zhao were new to Tekken at that point. And they were great characters. Ooh, one of them's great. Fucking Eddie can go kill himself.
I'm Soul Calibur right now.
Oh, Soul Calibur. We should just have a side rant about how great Soul Calibur
We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
our favourite PS2 games. Oh, that'd be such a hard thing to pick.
Yeah.
But no, we played that, and then one day I was at EB when I was a kid. The game, this has been PS1 games were very easily bought in game stores. And I remember I was there with it was the Carousel EB as well. But that was called Electronic Games Boutique. That's what it was called.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's
wow.
back then.
I don't even remember that.
Where the logo had the different type of EB and had electronics and EB in the middle and then Games Boutique on the right. Fucking, I remember those days. And I was in there and those are the best days when your parent is in a good mood and you're like, can we go to EB? And yeah, sure. And you're like, can I have a game? And they're like, yeah, sure. That was one of those days, and I saw Tekken 3. I'm like, oh, I don't have Tekken 3. I haven't got the demo, and I grabbed it, and I was like, Mum, can I have Tekken 3? And she's like, yeah, sure, and bought me Tekken 3. And then I called up my cousin the next day, and I was like, I have Tekken 3.
I got Jack 3 and Ratchet 2 in a situation like that.
Yeah, same with I got Ratchet 3 in a situation like that. I called my mum up, and I was like, oh, no, she picked, I was like, I had Ratchet Clank 1, and I was like, Mum, I really want Ratchet Clank 2. She was like, okay, I'll get it for you after school one day. And she came back with Ratchet Clank 3, and I was like, I didn't want this, played Ratchet Clank 3. I'm so happy right now. The same thing, I called up my cousin, and I was like, dude, I have Tekken 3. But I was like, no demo, I have Tekken 3. Yeah. For the next year of my life, I played Tekken 3 every single day.
And it introduced
I was
some interesting story modes. Not just the arcade mode, which include really interesting story. It included a weird, I don't know what it was called. It was
Tekken Force?
Where you fight against the goons?
Yeah, Tekken Force. That was it's very hard if you're not playing Eddie.
Yeah.
But
unfortunately,
it was like Streets of Rage, where it was it was a beat 'em up.
Every single.
I was never huge on that because Tekken wasn't designed to be beat 'em up, so playing Tekken 3D controls in a beat 'em up was always frustrating to me.
But it was cool because obviously, was it Tekken 2 or 3 that introduced the 3D or the 2.5 movement where you could move?
I think it's always been a thing since 2.
Has it? Oh, okay.
I think it's always been a thing since 1.
Oh, okay.
I think because Tekken 1 and Virtua Fighter were the first 3D fighters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Someone can comment me if I'm wrong. At least I'm pretty sure Virtua Fighter was
Virtua Fighter had it, I think, first.
And then Tekken came out very soon after. And that was a launch title for the PS1.
Yeah.
And it was it sold so many fucking copies.
And that, because Tekken Force also had the whole because it was a weird 3D, 2D side-scrolling game, so you could move up and down the map.
Tekken.
And there was that, and then there was also beach volleyball.
I've been waiting for that to come back in a Tekken game. We're getting Tekken bowling in 7.
We are, and I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
But yes,
no Tekken ball. No Tekken ball, and I miss Tekken ball.
Beach volleyball Tekken was the greatest thing ever.
Also, I'm sorry I don't care, but I know you're going to bring this up. You love Tekken 3 for Gon, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck that Gon.
I know he was only a guest character.
I'm fucking glad he's gone.
But the interesting thing, unlike in 7, where they're bringing back characters from other fighters...
Which I don't like, but that's a rant for another time.
Gon was he just like a comic anime
He was just a manga character, yeah.
Yeah,
he was a very popular character just among Japanese pop culture at the time.
And unfortunately they couldn't keep the rights for him, which is why he hasn't come back. But
Glad.
he was such an interesting character because he would only do his mid attacks were low attacks for everyone else.
Yeah, everyone else, to hit Gon, you needed to do low attacks.
Yeah.
Unless you juggled him. He even negated Hwoarang's kick, because in Tekken 3, that's when Hwoarang was introduced, and in Tekken 3 he was broken. You could beat any fight just by hitting X.
Yeah.
That's when he was broken. Now everyone's like, ooh, Hwoarang's an easy character. Boo. He's not easy. Fucking learn him. Says the Hwoarang man. No, but like, Gon was like, oh, I see you play Hwoarang. I would play Gon. You can't hit me with your base kick.
I always used to do that.
Fucking hate that shit. Says the Hwoarang man. Like,
Yeah, Tekken 3.
So your next game.
Probably one of my most favoritist games ever on PlayStation 1. What?
Oh, wait.
No.
Are we still talking about Tekken?
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I said next game, Danny. Fuck.
Alright. Medieval.
Yeah. Have you played Medieval, Eric?
I can't. I might have because I rented a lot of PS1 games
Same.
at the time.
Same,
And I
yeah.
may have...
Actually, no, I rented more PS2 games than PS1.
I know so much about Medieval. Well, I don't know a bit about it, but
So Danny,
like the most I've seen about it is
So
that's the
yeah.
game with what was it? You want to see something truly scary, turn your disc over,
Yeah, yes.
and it's the disc.
It's just a
Yeah.
reflection of yourself, which is, I think, is really
I remember
funny.
seeing the ads for Medieval.
I never owned it, but my
No.
grandma, who was also
I
a
don't think I
gamer.
played it. I think I really wanted to.
My grandma, who was also a gamer, shout out to my granny, who's amazing. She played a lot of video games. She had Medieval. I used to play it whenever I was over.
It was actually quite a... When I was a kid, for when I was like a 5-6-year-old, it was a scary game.
If Tim Burton made a game, it'd be Medieval.
It actually scared me. I played to a point where I was like, I could only play it in short bursts. Because when I was a young little one, I could only play the game to a point where I was like, alright, I'll play for about 10-15 minutes, and I stopped. Because the music and like the ominous, like, just atmosphere and the scenery was just really creepy. Because you're playing as a skeleton and you're cursed and you're fighting against angry monsters.
I remember the first boss. So I played it again very young. The first boss gave me nightmares. It was the first
Which one was the first boss?
It's the glass mural.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it breaks and all the
through,
glass
yeah.
forms into that monster. That shit gave me nightmares because I remember how they set up. It's just like this. The camera pans up and it's just a glass mural.
Mm.
And it holds there for about 10 seconds and you're like, the fuck? And it like breaks and you're like, ah!
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
so that's some very fond memories. Like, I don't think I finished that game because I thought it was so scary.
Mhm.
But I want to get back to playing it again
It's
because it is a very fun game.
Very good game.
Yeah.
Because
Because it was a third-person game, wasn't it?
yeah, it was an action game. So your last
And
game? This is your
the
first
last, but not least, Gran Turismo 1.
game? Oh, not even Gran Turismo 2.
No, because I played only Gran Turismo 1 until 3.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because you haven't played any of the even number
So
ones.
I've played 1, I've played 3, I've played 5, and I'm going to buy...
Sport, which
I'm
is
gonna buy-
which is 7.
I don't know if
actually,
it is...
if you add up every single Gran Turismo game, it's like
like-
Gran Turismo 19.
Yeah.
This is all Gran Turismo Prologue, Gran Turismo fucking
Gran Turismo
East.
Prologue was
Prologue.
Yeah.
Prologue was like a beta version.
Of 5, yeah.
Of 5.
Wasn't that because Sony was getting pissed at Polyphony for taking so long?
Yeah.
So like you need to release something.
Okay.
So they made them release Prologue.
I always assumed that it was just them just saying like, look how good this game looks.
I think
just
it was
a
something
marketing
like
Probably
that.
like that. It's
Yeah.
probably a bit of both. I think Sony's like, come on Polyphony, you're taking way too long here.
But yeah. No,
we
I mean...
need games for our flagship systems and you're taking 2 years, like
But
way
you
too
see
long.
why it took so long, because they went all out in their... animation, their
yeah.
graphics, and yeah. But yeah,
Which
Gran
sucks.
Turismo...
It sucks because every GT after Gran Turismo 3 isn't that good. Gran Turismo fans come at me.
I've only played once after 3. That's not a big sour on the series.
Yeah, see, that's when all the arcadey fun elements were taken out.
Yeah, and
It becomes like, no, this is a racing
Yeah,
sim.
that's why it's like,
It's like
Yeah.
Forza, it's like, it's a racing sim, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And like,
well,
this-
in Forza, you've got Forza and you've got Forza Horizon, so
And
you've got best of both.
I've actually never played a Forza game that is. The only one I've played was Horizon 3.
I played Horizon 2.
Yeah, I loved Horizon 3. Horizon 3, I think, was like. I think when I was talking to you about it, I said it was my favourite racing game ever made since Need for Speed Underground,
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
which is a long time because Need for Speed Underground is very old.
Mm.
That's for our top 5 PS2 games.
But yeah, no, Gran Turismo 1. Another childhood
it's good.
another childhood game. No, I guess they're all childhood games
Yeah.
because they're PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
But I played it for a very, very long time, and it actually got. I mean, my dad's was a big gamer. He is a gamer still, but he was a big gamer earlier on.
Ooh,
Same with
yeah.
my sister.
Yeah.
She's a big gamer and she's more selective on her games.
See,
but,
yeah, back in my dad and my uncle and my mum, not really my mum, more my dad and my uncle, and then me, we had a massive, I would say, addiction to Gran Turismo. And it started with 1, because my dad loves racing games, and my uncle loves racing games, therefore I love racing games, because I was raised on that shit. We played Gran Turismo 1 a lot, and then 2 came out. I don't think any of us ever played 1 ever again. Like, I don't think my disc of Gran Turismo 1 has ever been read, like, put into a PS1 or PS2, because if we're going to play GT, we put in 2, and then the PS2 came out, and we had GT3, and we were like, I think my first solid year, because that was back when we weren't earning a lot of money, so, back in the era of, like, you have 1 PS2 game for a year, and you get another one.
Can I have your copy of GT1?
No, because I like my PS1 games.
But
I like my collection, Danny.
I was telling a story.
Okay, continue.
But yeah, so
Sorry.
I played it
my
to death, family included, so it wasn't just me, which was really cool.
Yeah. Games, bringing everyone
But
together.
then, for some reason, it got used as a
Coaster?
coaster. No
That's
idea why. So there is no mark.
Did your dad lose like an endurance race? He was like, fuck this, put a hot tub. Like, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No, but for some reason, I think because obviously PlayStation 1 games, which are awesome, had a black
Yes, all PS1 games had a black disc finish.
cover.
On the underside.
Which was really cool. So, and I'm assuming someone just mistook it for a coaster. But yeah,
We'll find out who did it.
That's right.
We're going to get your entire family in a room and be like, who fucking did it?
LA Noir stuff going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
This little
So,
notepad just like doodling like scribbles like.
so
Yes!
the interesting, the really cool, not really cool thing, but the interesting thing is that after that,
Like Twin Peaks.
you could get into the menu screen. It played the opening cutscene and et cetera. As soon as you clicked arcade, but 2v2, like 2 player,
Yeah, crash.
it just it didn't even crash. It just paused.
Oh wow.
Nothing played. Because you know how when you click select
Yeah.
and the selection button flashed?
Yeah.
It would do that and nothing else would happen.
Oh, okay.
And you just feel like,
So I have a similar story. I have Monopoly on PS1.
all right. I didn't even know they had it on
It
PS1.
was pretty good. Me and my cousin played a lot of PS1 games. Shout out to my cousin Nathan. But we played a lot of PS1 games. One of them was Monopoly. And I was a foolish child, and I'd slap myself if I could go back in time.
Oh, so you're the ruiner in this story.
A lot of my PS1 games are scratched to fucking shit because of
Damn
me.
it.
And my parents hated me for it, and now I understand why. And when we have kids, if I see one of our kids having mistreating a game, I'm going to slap them, and I don't care what laws are in place, because that shit's bad.
Dude, I was handling records the other day and that shit just gives me anxiety.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
hate
"Ooh."
handling
Yeah, I've
records.
got my record of Disturbed's Immortalized album, and I was like,
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, but anyway, so we had Monopoly on PS1, and we scratched it, but didn't break the game. It only broke the game is if in the character select screen where you pick your character piece.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick the car on the loading screen, the game would crash.
Oh, okay.
Any other piece, we tested it because we were like, oh, we've got to pick the car. Because when you're a kid and you're playing Monopoly, it's a race to get the car. If you get the car, you're officially the coolest person at the table. You're like, I'm the car.
No one wants to be the shoe.
Yeah.
No.
So we always Nathan would pick the car and he'd be like, oh, it crashed. Hit reset on the PlayStation 1. That's fine. All my PS1 games are fucked anyway. I'd pick the car, crash. And we're like, let's test the theory. We picked different ones, load fine. So we went through every character, every single one worked. As soon as one was picked the car, the loading screen to build up the game, it'd crash.
So what do you mean by crash? Like, what actually happened?
It just froze.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't get
So it
past.
did the same thing as happened when
Yeah,
I
it gets like the end of the loading screen and stick on the loading screen and be like,
yeah.
hmm,
Because you could
I
hear
feel
it.
like we've broken this.
Because you could hear it going like in
Yeah,
the actual.
you hear the disc going like.
Yeah.
and
And you're like, oh man.
you're like, oh no, I'm broken. Oh, that's how I broke my first PS1. I like cleaned all my PlayStation games. Like maybe if I cleaned them, then
How did you clean it?
soapy water and a scrub.
Oh my God, no, the worst. Okay, so
And I didn't wait for them to dry properly, and I put one in the PS1 and it fried it. My parents were like, "You're a fucking idiot."
I have heard like people saying using like the tiniest, and I mean the minuscule amount of dish soap
Yeah.
would supposedly, and then just use that with like a dry
It was
cloth.
all because
I had like cleaning like a formula for cleaning disc where you actually
Yeah.
spray out the disc.
it was all
Mm.
because I wanted to play Siphon Filter 2, and disc 1 of Siphon Filter 2 had too many scratches on it. So I was like, I want to play Siphon Filter 2, and I broke my PS1. But continuing, so that's Danny's top
So
5.
yes, that is my top
So
5.
do you
They're
wait for me
very.
and you'll have the same number one?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're
I don't
very-
know. I've messed my order around a bit. So yours was. So what was your 5 again? Just so everyone can remember.
Crash Team Racing,
Good game.
Spyro 2,
Good game.
Tekken 3,
Very good game.
Medieval,
Very very good game.
and Gran Turismo. So pretty much all.
A good game if you don't
Oh,
count GT2.
fuck it, I won't put mine in order. I'll just put them random.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much all
Mine are-
very
mine are
well
kind of
known, all very well known games.
Yeah.
I think Medieval.
No,
I think,
they're all very.
Medieval's good.
Medieval
Yeah.
was considered like Sir Daniel Fortescue was considered a PlayStation mascot for a long time,
yes, that's right.
and then he didn't
Mm.
get a sequel past the PS1 because he has Medieval 2,
Oh,
and there's a Medieval on PSP. I
Oh.
believe that was the launch
Mm.
title. But no further Medieval games, which
Ah.
really bums me out because it's like that's the one. I don't understand why they didn't continue it because all the Medieval games, including the PSP one, have gotten very high reviews and fans love them. So it's like why?
was it like an RPG? I don't remember. It was just a
Is it-
straight action.
It's an action adventure game. It was
not- it
it's
doesn't
kind
have
of up. Not there's no level ups. There's no
yeah,
like.
there's no like RPG.
It's more like, oh, you got this
elements.
weapon, you've got this. It's a bit. It has very, very light RPG elements to it. And then
Yeah.
your favorite GT, which is good if you don't count GT2.
I feel like either Gran Turismo or Tekken 3 are my favorite.
Okay, so moving on to you, Eric. What are your favorite? What are your 5 PS?
Oh, you want to go around?
Oh no, we'll go just you. Your
Alright.
5 yours.
So you mentioned this because I was struggling with a number 5 Doom
Yes, Doom. Yes, on
because
PS1.
I've never actually played it on a PC. I've never played it on a PlayStation
Console,
console.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
Doom 1's classic.
I think it's just a classic. And it still works well. I mentioned Star Wars Dark Forces, and as you said,
It's a Doom clone.
Doom clone. Yeah,
Very good Doom clone, but a Doom clone.
It's just it's hard to beat Doom. Like it's
No.
hard to say something about Doom that hasn't already been said.
It's one of those games, right? Like, and again, a good game. The best thing a good game can have is good level design. Like, great story is good. Yes, you can have good graphics. Yes, but the thing that makes a game great can take a game that's aged as shit and still be playable is really good. Game
I mean,
design.
we've said this.
And
Like,
Doom
neither of us would be opposed to calling Doom the best game ever made.
Oh, I for what its time, and I would still call even though I love the remake of Doom, like it's fucking amazing. I would still prefer playing. If someone's like, if you're gonna play one game for the rest of your life, which will be, I'll be like, I'll take the remake.
I've been
Doom.
playing Doom 2 lately. Just
Doom
nothing
2's
else to
good.
play. Yeah,
Yeah, Doom 2 is really good.
I never actually played either of the original Dooms.
You're
like,
missing out. I actually
Yeah.
genuinely
I
think
know,
I do think as a
yeah.
gamer, everyone who's interested in gaming
They're fantastic.
should go
yeah.
back and play Doom. Like, yeah, the graphics aren't as good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit again, you can't look up and down. It
it's
is.
fine.
It is bound by the time it came
Yeah.
out. But that being said, it is such a well designed game that it's still great and still playable, despite the fact it is so old. It's one of those games. It's like a lot of people call Myst. You guys know what Myst is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people say that game's great. I completely beg to differ. That game's really bad. It's got a really good atmosphere, but it's held back so bad by just like clunky storytelling and like again like it's just click here, you've gone here, thing happens. Click here, you've gone here, thing happens. Doom is still interactive as shit, and and for what it does, it pulls off so well. And it's one of those games where it's one of the best designed video games ever ever.
It's just fun just running around. Like,
Even,
honestly,
even for a mindless level, it's so good. Like you're like, I just want to blow shit up for an hour.
For a game so old, it just they got just the combat so well.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
And the
You can
secrets as
pretty much
well,
everyone-
and finding like it wasn't just here's a room, shoot shit. It was like explore. Like it was also like an exploration.
and
It was,
little
like,
touches
explore.
into
Yeah,
finding the secret rooms.
Yeah.
They're all really well done.
yeah. It's the same with like Duke Nukem 3D. I think that game's
Oh,
really
yeah.
good as well. Like everyone's like it was Doom, but just very crass, which is really good. Yeah,
I mean, I'll give an honorable mention to Duke Nukem 3D because I always like the level design more in that because obviously it's a lot more because it came out
I
a few
remember
years later.
the first time I played 'cause in Duke Nukem 3D, on the first level you can get the rocket launcher like straight out
Yeah.
if you know where it is. If you get that and you shoot, when you start on top of a building, you go down on the main street, and there's like a room. You need to go to this building, and there's I think a few hog police in there.
Yeah.
If you shoot a rocket in straight to that window, you kill all of them, but you also blow up a wall that leads to a secret. I was like, that's awesome game design. Like, that's like a secret that you like, oh, hell yeah, I can do this really easy. And because you found the rocket launcher secret, you've been rewarded with another secret, which gives you like another really good gun in the game. You get 2 super weapons in Duke Nukem 3D on the first level, I'm pretty sure. I could be remembering that wrong, but...
Because I haven't played in a while, but I mean, I just haven't put as many hours into Duke Nukem 3D as Duke.
Oh, yeah,
I've never
Duke
actually I've come close to beating Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah, same. I've never beaten it. I've got like
Yeah.
very close, and in the last few levels, just the difficulty skyrockets, and you're like, oh fuck. Same with Doom.
Yeah.
Once you get past the halfway point in Doom, you're like, oh.
And I mean, going back to Doom 2, just they throw cyber demons at you quite a bit.
Yeah. That's good. So that's your 5th.
Yep.
What's your 4th?
Crash Bandicoot 3, came out recently,
Yes.
reminded just how good it is. In my opinion, the best one of the series. 2,
Easily.
I wouldn't say easily. I'd say 2 is a lot of people's favourites because, it's just kind of pure Crash Bandicoot. 3 had.
I think 3's got the variety. 2 doesn't have.
3 has the variety, but it's not all good.
I see. I've been playing a lot of 2 on the remaster. I've never played it on PS1, but 2's good. I love 2 so far, but a lot of it is just it feels in a very similar vein to Crash 1. As with Crash 3, even the repeats of the levels where it's like the
like
second
a
Hog
nighttime
Wild
version
or
of
Midnight
it.
Run is the night version of Oriental Express and all that. I still feel that every level has so much diversity. Some of them are, again, like the water ski levels can fuck right off.
Oh yeah.
No, the motorbike levels can fuck right off.
I sound like the motorbike levels. That was fun.
I was talking to someone else earlier and they liked them as well. I was like, you people are crazy. Seriously, that doesn't matter for you guys.
Oh yeah, good point. No, but that's the main like.
It's fun.
Yeah.
More than
I think Crash 3 is easily the most fun. 2's got a lot of difficulties.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking hell. Like,
And I'd rather just have fun, especially when I was younger. That's why I've got the nostalgia.
the thing with 2 as well. I was playing I did one of the bear chases where it has the
Yeah.
secret gem. Where if you knock down the bridge, you jump down, you get to secret level. That secret little area took me not a good hour, maybe half an hour to beat because how hard. This is like you have to do like the jumps, dodge the bullet. Also, there's the weird turtles, and you have to time it.
Yeah.
You have to have like pinpoint timing to get that done well. And also, it's not a bonus level, so you don't get infinite lives. Like it is part of your life count. I was like, oh, that shit was hard. I think 2 is like sometimes rises the cheap difficulty a bit. I'm just like, oh.
So 3 was definitely easier, but it was just fun.
I think once you get past the 3rd world in 3, the difficulty ramps up. Like the 3rd world, after the 3rd world in 3, the difficulty just jacks itself up.
It does, but then once you get the Wampa Bazooka,
Oh yeah, true.
yeah, it is quite easy.
Yeah. Yeah. But Crash 3 is a must.
It's just simple.
I'd say Crash 3 is pretty much a masterpiece. Like 2 is great. 1, I've already branched on about how I feel about 1.
And just I love the time traveling aspect. That was just a lot of fun. Lots of
That's why I love time. If you put time traveling in anything, I'm immediately interested. Like,
and why not for something like this?
Yeah, that's really good. So that's your 4th, Crash 3.
Yeah.
Was it good, man?
3, which I know it's not really on your list, haven't played it yet. Silent Hill.
True.
I mean,
We've never played the original.
the original Silent Hill is fantastic.
I played bits of it. I haven't played it properly.
I will mention the original Resident Evil is going to be on this list as well after this.
That'd be good.
But
That 2 is not on
yeah,
the
but
list.
playing that 2 is on the list. Going back and playing the original Resident Evil, I was terrified of it. The original is probably the first game I ever played, original Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And going back to that, things that were
She's that way.
things that were terrifying are just
No,
the
So
hilarious.
I played a bit at the original Resident at your house, and we were laughing. We were like,
Yeah.
"Oh man!"
We'll talk about Resident Evil and Silent Hill together.
Yeah. The horror comes. I will say the horror in the original Resident comes from the gameplay because the situations you're thrown in are still scary. Like okay, the zombie graphics and all that, the zombies and all that don't scare you, but the fact that we playing it after the re-release of the remake came out.
Yeah.
So I had it on Xbox. You got the remake as well, and that does aesthetic horror a lot better than the original.
Yeah.
But situational horror not as good as the original because remember that there's that one of the mansion hallways where you run in and there's like 5 zombies on the top floor and 2 on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, fuck, like that's scary. Not because like, oh look, it's scary. It's like shit, that's death. Like if I fuck this up and don't turn properly and like, I've got to fight the tank controls as well as fight whatever's here, I'm gonna die and lose my progress. As we're in the original the remake of Resi, it's like aesthetically way more horrifying, but is gameplay wise not as horrifying.
And
Yeah.
even the famous dogs jumping through the window scene, like it's.
I love how the remake tricks you on that shit.
Yeah, it's
because
really not.
Everyone, even I'm pretty sure you've heard of the dogs jumping
Yeah.
through the window. In the remake, it does a fucking amazing trick, which isn't even a PS1 game. I don't know what that's fucking talk about. There's an amazing thing where it's like I was playing it. I was like, oh man, like the zombie dog's gonna jump through. Played through it and no zombie dogs. I was like, hey. So I was like, maybe they didn't keep it. Came back through, and when you come back through it does the jump. I was playing it like pretty good game. I literally like almost threw my controls like It's like, oh god. Yeah, back to Silent Hill though.
But I'll just talk about Resident Evil.
Really?
I'll talk about both. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're both classic horror games.
And just sitting on this mansion, and just this idea of doing going back and forth, backtracking, but doing it well. It just did such a good job of it.
Yeah.
And I still love the cheese. It's still fun.
Yeah. Oh, the cheese is great. I think that Resi 1 has a bit past the point of being holding up now. I think it's like it's gone past like being
a little bit nostalgic maybe, but I was like
nostalgia keeps it alive.
Going to Silent Hill, unlike that, Silent Hill is still the original is still quite scary to this day.
That's the thing I showed, and when I showed you the opening of Silent Hill,
yeah,
because I've played the first hour and I was like, this is amazing. The fact that this to this day still scares me, where I'm like, shit. I showed you that, and the iconic when you first go to hell, essentially.
Oh,
But
when you're going through like the fenced
and the alleyway and everything starts rusting and the music starts coming in.
See the way it looks, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But it was the music.
The music.
That
the sun. That's an
the
excellent
music,
yeah.
especially the otherworld music in Silent Hill is utterly horrifying. Like,
and I mean, the thing is, like, one of all the games probably has like of the original 4 probably has the weakest music, and that's saying something.
That's like the songs in the original Silent Hill that were recorded using dentist drills.
Yeah.
Like the main, is like Come Home or something like that?
I can't remember.
There's a track that where it's literally like the.
It's still got a good soundtrack. Especially the effects.
Yeah, but I remember
when I was cool though.
I was showing it. It's so ear grating, but in the best way. Where you're like, when you're in the other world, the music is meant to completely put you off. Like you meant to be like, I don't want to be here, and that game doesn't. And that's like, and when you were watching it, on YouTube, and you were like, can we please stop? Like you were literally like, you were showing visible signs of discomfort, and I was like, this is amazing.
Speaking of dentist drills, it's really funny because I have had to go to the dentist quite often because I have worn braces, and so they go.
People right here.
Oh yeah, and so they always do. It's not the drill, but it's the cleaner, and it's the stuff where they get rid of like all that stuff, and I hate
scraping.
I've had that when there's like the.
And the weird thing is that when I hear that now, I don't get like scared from it. I just get a weird sense of just like discomfort, not of fear, but just of like uncomfortableness, because it's like, I hate the noise because it goes into your head, because it's obviously it's on your teeth, and it like feels to just like the sound goes into your head, and so just when you mentioned that, I was like, that would be an interesting thing to hear that in a game. But yeah, obviously in a game, because you mentioned it, and I'm like, that'd be interesting because
I think Silent Hill holds up so well. Like I've played quite it holds up to the point where I'm really enjoy it. Like
because I played I played 2 before 1.
Same, I played 2 before 1.
I think I played
2 is a masterpiece.
I don't think I'd beaten 3 before. I think I'd beaten I played 3, but I beat 1 then played 3.
Yeah.
And so the 1, the setting's amazing, the story's simple, but it gets it done. It's got its twists and turns. It's very effective. Not even just going, talking about the first level, but just the, the horror in the world, like walking around the town and being attacked, because it's probably the most dangerous town of Silent Hill compared to the other games.
Because I've played a lot of them at yours.
Yeah.
No, I've played 2 quite a bit. 3 I played at the beginning of at yours, and I was like, this is amazing.
3's really good,
And again, I played the beginning of 1, and I was like, this is also amazing. But 1, there's an immediate sense of like, I should not be here. This is like actual hell. 3 is like, actually, no, 3 does the same. Straight away, 3 are like, you start in the other world, and then you're sent, then you go to the shopping mall, and then immediately there's monsters trying to kill you, which is the first for Silent Hill, I'm pretty sure. Is the monsters immediately trying to kill you?
But which game?
For Silent Hill. 3 was I believe was the
3's the dream sequence.
Yeah. Oh no, but 3 was the first where the monsters are actively hunting you, as where in 1 and 2 they're there and they go after you once you show yourself, but in 3 there's like immediately once you enter an area.
Three's because it doesn't actually start out in Silent Hill, the town.
Yeah.
Because you're in the mall and it's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So they can see you easy,
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all that about Silent
But yeah, and even the first, because it usually has, you're in the town of Silent Hill, especially the one and two, and both of those games have, I believe it's 4 kind of set locations.
Yeah.
And the first one for Silent Hill is the primary school.
Yes, yeah.
And that's just, it's utterly fantastic. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Like, it's so well done.
Oh, man.
And all the small childlike enemies, yeah, they do it fantastically.
Yeah. So I do want to sit down and properly play Silent Hill
Yeah,
1.
you really should, yeah.
I love horror games. Oh, I love old school horror games, which are like, where they implement horror not just into the aesthetics, where it's like, the game is designed to fucking put you off and all that.
I think I'll leave number 1. We can discuss that together because I think we've probably got the same number 1.
I know.
Yeah, we've got the
so
same
wait,
one.
what? So we'll leave
Yeah.
Eric's number 1 as a mystery.
We'll discuss it together, yeah.
Yeah. So, where am I? Just because I had an order of which I wanted to reveal mine.
That was my basic order, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've already mentioned one of them, which is Spyro 2. Pretty good game. For any new guys aren't Final Fantasy fans, obviously. But
Obviously.
uncultured swine. So there were 3 big Final Fantasy releases that came out for PS1. 7, which everyone fucking knows about. Massive. It was one of the biggest video games. It still probably is one of the biggest.
Oh, at the time, yeah, I think it was the most expensive game ever made.
And it was also like marketed everywhere. Like it was marketed as like
Oh yeah.
like I think it was one of the first cases of a video game being marketed as something more than a video game.
Yeah.
It was like this is
actually
like
got like
the
the movie level marketing. Yeah.
And then there was 8 and 9. They're the 3 big ones. 6 is also on Final Fantasy, is also on PS1, which I almost put Final Fantasy 6 on because the only way I've played it is on PS1. But it's a Super Nintendo game.
You
and
could
I was
have
like,
tackled one.
yeah, that is true. But I was like, you know what? I want to pick something that is a PS1 game originally. So I love Final Fantasy 6, but 6 you're a Super Nintendo game. We'll leave you there. There are out of the 3 Final Fantasy. There's a bit of story to this because if any Final Fantasy fans are listening, they might be a bit not shocked, but be like, oh, you like that one the most out of the 3. So 7, 8, 9. Never played 9. Apparently it's very good. I've never played it.
Yeah, it's got a cult following.
Yeah, very, very, very good. A lot of people said it was the Final Fantasy return to its roots essentially in terms of presentation.
I've heard it was fun. That's what people like.
Yeah.
About it. It's not too.
It's got really good cast of characters. It's got a good one. It's the first Final Fantasy to go back to fantasy because 7 and 8 are sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 is like industrial sci-fi. No, 7 is industrial sci-fi. 8 is.
Which one's 8 again? Who's the main character for 8?
I'll get to that in a second because 8's going to factor into this.
Okay.
So there's 9. I love Final Fantasy 7 to the death, but it's aged considerably badly. As much as I think it's one of those games where it's like, I love it still. I would play it to death any day, but it's one of the things where like, there are things in this game which I think really bring it down, and it's because of the age. Notably graphics, obviously. Final Fantasy 7 was an early PS1 game. A bunch of stuff like that. The leveling up material was really annoying, which essentially, to level up your skills, you had to use them. Which is something from Final Fantasy 2 that didn't work. Essentially, like, it made these games were all notorious for grinding. You had to grind more, not just to level up your stats, but to level up your spells. So you'd be like, keep casting fire or blizzard or something like that and stuff. Then the other Final Fantasy, one I haven't mentioned, and is my favourite out of any of the PS1 Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy 8. 8's main character is Squall, by the way.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Okay, it's the alcohol.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 8. I'm putting this on. I would not say it's the best of the PS. I'd say in terms of being a game, graphically way better than 7. Like it holds up graphically. It ditched more. I think graphics in Final Fantasy 7. And have you seen me play it before, Danny?
7?
Yes. I don't think you've seen me play
I don't
Final
think
Fantasy
I
7.
have.
So how Final Fantasy 7 works is it uses pre-rendered backgrounds like Resi and all that, and you'd have your character avatars. Your character avatars will look significantly different. They're like blocky as shit. There's a massive disconnect between the environment and the character avatars. And then fighting, you have bigger character avatars that still look very blocky in early PS1. Which I get it. Early PS1, you got limitations. You got to work with it. Final Fantasy 8 ditched blocky shit. So your characters you had, even in the main world, were full realized, highly detailed not sprites, like 3D models. And they looked like that in combat and in the world. And they looked like they fit into the world more than they fit into, like... They weren't just like, oh, here's your character, here's the world. It was like, the character in the world felt the same, which is really good. It's a very big improvement. But why I love Final Fantasy 8 more than the rest of them, even though I haven't played 9, more than 7, is because it's the game that got me into RPGs and JRPGs specifically. The first JRPG I ever played, Final Fantasy 8, and I love how it's... Like, there's big issues with its RPGs. I won't go into depth because I can talk about it for hours. But I love how it's about a bunch of rebellious teenagers who go to an academy to train to become soldiers, and they all like fight really like edgy and badass people, and it's all about time travel, and it's amazing. And it has a really good story arc that I really like. The characters like Lily and the Squall, which you've seen, and Ultimecia, who you've also seen as well, Eric, who's from Dissidia. She's the cleavage witch who
I think
who uses time magic a lot in Dissidia. So. Yeah, she's the main villain. There's so many great things.
Call it a cleavage witch.
Yeah, well, that's what she is. But there's like so many great things. I love Final Fantasy VIII. Purely feels like just everything about it. I'm very nostalgia blind to it. I haven't played it in a long time, but it is my favorite of the Final Fantasies, and it is the first RPG and first JRPG I ever played in my entire life, and then followed by Diablo, which FF8 so good, damn good, goddamn good, and the summons are really awesome as well. Oh, it's so good. So my next one past Final Fantasy VIII, and also I think the next. Okay, no, the next one isn't one. I'm pretty sure that's on Aries. Another weird. A lot of my games are Japanese actually. Next one I showed you a little bit of it is Front Mission 3.
What was that one again?
It's a tactical mech RPG.
Oh.
So
yeah.
I didn't play it for like 15 minutes the other day, so I was like, just going back, and I was like, I forgot how deep this game is. So I'm very lost, so I'm just gonna turn it off before I get my ass handed to me. But it's a tactical, as in like, where you have your characters, each of them have mechs. It's a
that's right.
mech-based RPG where it's like a turn, but also like I move here, do this attack. It's very in depth, very like Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, one of those type of games. I love this game so much, and Danny, because you live with me essentially, you can attest to my love of mechs and giant robots.
Yeah.
To the point where like it's almost an obsession, but it's a healthy obsession because nothing bad can come from giant mechs.
Yeah. You immediately like your interest.
I will watch
it,
something unless it's a Michael Bay Transformers movie. I'll watch something if someone says there's a giant mech in it. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's not really a mech though in Transformers. They're actual like
sentient beings, bro.
Yeah, they're sentient robots.
I'm more fascinated by giant robots that are controlled by humans.
Yeah.
So I'm a big Gundam fan. Big
Armored Core.
That was actually another honorable mention. Armored Core was going to be on my list, but I was like, I don't want 2 mech games. I could have filled my PS1 list with mech games, but I didn't because I was like, we're gonna have variety, Kyle. No, so I put but Armored Core, another great game, and holds up very well. But back to Front Mission, it's like such a great game. It's one of those games, and it makes me so a big thing in games like multiple pathways. Like choice, different. Front Mission 3 is one of those games where if there's a choice very early in the game, if you choose one way, you go a certain way. If you replay it, if you choose the other choice, the whole story is completely different. Like, you meet completely different characters, you do completely different shit.
So it's not like the choice of illusion.
No, it is
it's
a
not
straight up. Not Telltale. Sorry, Telltale fans. I love Telltale games, but sorry, Telltale fans. No, but essentially it's like, there's a choice where it's like, do you want to do this or this? What choice you make changes the game completely, so it's like, one point it's like you're fighting for 2 different sides. You meet completely, like, characters you meet in one side, you never meet in the other playthrough. So, like, you'll meet, I met, like, characters, like all these characters in the next playthrough. I choose a different choice. You will not meet any of those characters.
Is it the same?
Same game, same gameplay, different story.
Oh, so it's the same gameplay.
Same gameplay, so it's still, like, fights. And also it's a visual novel type of thing, because the only gameplay that is interactive gameplay is the fights. So, you choose your mechs, which...
So is it the same locations?
No.
Oh, okay.
I haven't beaten both games all the way through. I haven't beaten both playthroughs. I've beaten one playthrough all the way through. I haven't beaten the other one.
So, like, say for example, if you go left, it ends up becoming like snow and like green.
Well, you go through so many sceneries anyway.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
for example,
if
you turn left, it might be snow, but if you turn right, it's a desert. It's like that kind of thing.
That's something, but it's also like it's a very realized world. It's a very industrial sci-fi world. Which is really cool. But it's also got a lot of nature stuff. So like, there's one bit you're fighting in the forest, and the next level you're fighting in a mountain base.
Well, the opening cutscene that I was watching for you.
Very great opening cutscene.
It was very green.
Yeah, there's a lot of green. There's a very it's one of those dystopian futures. There's like and I showed you the opening where it says start game and load game.
Yeah.
And I'll show you like how cool it is. It's like it's just a picture, and there's the camera slowly pans, and you see like destroyed buildings kind of tilted, and it goes down. It's just a normal human soldier just standing there in horror.
Yeah.
And it's got all these destroyed buildings, and it's like Front Mission 3 and start load options.
It was really I liked that opening.
Like, it is so good, and also I love that in the game if you're like another thing. Every character you can customize their mechs. Every single one. It's not like this character gets this mech or this one. It's which shoulder pieces should I put on this mech? which arm should I put in this mech? Which gun should I put in this mech? And every mech, you have left hand, right hand, and like, and all that. It depending on what you pick, depends on what special moves you can
I
pick.
was gonna say, does that affect it?
Everything.
Statistically?
Yes, every stat. It is one of the most in-depth games I've ever played. I've spent hours in mech creation alone, just like, and you can change the colors of them, and then
So it's like character creation, but for mech
yeah,
nerds.
and also because I'm a mech fan.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're robots. I put a gun on this one, and this one's gonna be pink. This one's gonna be red. It's an addiction. I think all up from childhood to now, I've sunk 390 hours into front mission.
Wow.
Because I added them up from like my old saves and my current saves. I'm like, ugh. I've never played any other front mission games. I've only played 3. Oh, I played Front Mission Evolved, but that game's cancerous. So we'll leave that there.
Mm.
But no, Front Mission 3, beautiful game. Like I think and it also holds up really well, and it's got a classic Square Enix or SquareSoft soundtrack because it is made by Square. It was made Final Fantasy and all that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
That's probably also why you like it.
Yeah, I love me some
Just love
JRPGs.
Square, don't you?
Yeah.
I love old Square. New Square, questionable actions everywhere.
Things to do there.
Yeah, that's true.
So I publish a lot of
we won't get into how sad Square is now. But that's I really like. It's such a great game. Like even graphically, you saw some of the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Oh, and you were like,
Pretty good.
whoa, though. And then in the gameplay footage, you were like, those are like it looks good.
For a PS1.
Yeah, for me, like, it doesn't look bad. I can still play. I think sometimes the frame rate takes some seriously bad dips. Besides that, though, really good. One other thing about Front Mission I want to mention. Oh yeah, even the visual novel aspect, because there's no like you go around, but it's like you go here. And it shows a static image of the place, and then it's all text boxes. Not even like sprites. It's just text box. Talk. Even that segment, all the dialogue is beautifully well written, and I understand how every character is, and I like that because I can put voices to characters in my mind. I can be like, this is what Emma sounds like, or this is what like Kyoko sounds like, and stuff like that. So it's like all that great stuff. Now I'm pretty sure my last game I'm mentioning is on your list.
Oh, I guarantee it's on the list. I guarantee we got the same number.
And Danny's just be like, I don't understand what that dog. Actually, this is my last game. I've got 2 more. I just realized. So that was my third.
Okay.
Which I just realized Front Mission 3 was my third. I'm a genius. Put a third installment as my third option. I didn't realize that until just now. Fate.
Number 2?
Number 2. And I was gonna put this number 1 because I think this is probably the best game on PS1 ever made. But I want to leave that last for something that not a lot of people know about.
Oh, okay, so this is going to be our number 1.
My number two, I think it was your number 1, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
I thought so.
Of course it's Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
So Dan's gonna sit there and be like,
Okay.
Dan's gonna be like, I get it. I think. What's
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid? Who's Snake?
I've played like...
Actually, yeah, I tried to get you into Metal Gear Solid and you kept dying.
I played like 10 minutes of the first game.
She wasn't very good at it.
No.
The first one's hard.
To me, like it was one of those games.
But I get so many references now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually do, because wasn't there a game where they references Metal Gear Solid?
There's a lot of games.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Say
Say that not wrong.
No, that's true. No, but it's like...
We're gonna make sure this doesn't turn into a Metal Gear Solid theory discussion.
Oh, God.
Me and you will be on for a good 9 hours.
Yeah,
I'll
we're going to be there
go-
for so long, like...
I'll go get myself a drink and...
No, I think you're talking about Ape Escape 3.
Yeah.
Yes, that's got a whole level that plays like Metal Gear Solid.
It's really
Which
weird.
is funny because I'm pretty sure Ape Escape's Konami. But
Yeah, it is. I'm
Mm.
pretty sure.
yeah, so Metal Gear Solid. I'll let you take this away.
I mean, like I said, it probably is the best game on the PlayStation
Easily,
1.
without a doubt. Like I love FF7, I love Crash, I love Spyro, I love there's even the Abe's Oddworld games, which I was very good games.
I
But
played them back in the day, but it's just been so long that I can't.
yeah,
really
and also the first Abe's Oddworld's got a remaster, which is a lot better, and it's
good and
got
tasty.
Mm.
which I played a bit of and is very good. But Metal Gear Solid 1's that one game, despite having a few aging issues, I still think this is better than not almost any, but a lot of games that are released today. This
If
is
you
better.
if you like it, it's definitely not for everyone.
Oh, definitely not.
But yeah, if you're into that sort
People
of
who
thing,
hate long
it's just amazing.
cutscenes, go away. But you know that about Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
because a lot of people...
Even the first one really isn't that bad for that even.
Yeah, no, it's
The opening's a bit long when you're just getting they introduce you to everyone.
before you start the game, like when you put the game in, it does the
Oh no, I don't think that.
The submarine
Once you got the
dialogue?
first, once you're at the first elevator and you get introduced to saving and stuff.
oh
like that,
yeah. But there's so many great things at MGS.
I think it was the first. It may have been the first game I ever played with multiple endings.
Yeah,
That's another thing. Yeah.
it was. I never played it in its heyday. I never played it on PS1. Oh, I played it on PS1 because I own it on PS1. But I never played it when it was on new. When I never played it when the PS1 was the only console I had.
I would have like at a friend's house back in the day. It's a long time ago.
See, I remember my parents playing it because they loved Metal Gear Solid. And I remember, and the most nostalgic game to a Metal Gear Solid game is Metal Gear Solid 2, which you've heard me rant on about. I've got a poster in my room that's Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I like that poster.
Oh yeah, my 9-piece poster where it's like the cover of this 2. And I've ranted to you, both of you, about how much I fucking love Metal Gear Solid. Specifically 2.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, 2.
And I'm like, 2. I don't have nostalgia, but that's the main problem.
Yeah. But 1 was the one that... 1 is a Metal Gear Solid game where I don't have nostalgia loss because I never played it when it was new. I never played it on the PS1 when it was the only Metal Gear game. I played it when I had the HD collection and I got played 2, 3 Peace Walker. And then I was like, alright, I'm getting a PS3, so I'm gonna get Metal Gear Solid 4. I've never played 1, I'm gonna go get 1 on PS1, chuck it in my PS1 and play it then. And I think I've played through MGS1 I think 5 times since then.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking good. Like, you can tell a game that cinematically makes you feel emotions.
I was just saying, when you can't, like, they don't really have faces.
Yeah, they have no facial animations. You can't even see their eyes, really. It's like black shades.
It's so rough, yeah.
Like, if a game has that type of character model...
They can emote a bit, like...
It's more, they use the face movement. Where it's like,
I was going to say, because you can make Meryl blush in that.
Yeah, you
so they probably can.
Well, that's it. Like, if a game has a character... That's the one big thing where I'm like, okay, that's where the game's aged. Is not the graphics, the character models. You can tell, like, okay... They were held back by what they can do.
Yeah.
Graphically,
I still think they can do the job. Yeah.
Graphically, the game is beautiful. Like it has like Kojima said he used mise-en-scene and color tone very well. Like he was like he wanted to convey tone through the colors and all that.
And especially for a PS1 game that was going to be realistic, that is so impressive.
Yeah, but like even then, if a game has character models like that, if the cinematics and dialogue and voice acting still make you feel emotions.
Oh yeah, for the time.
That's amazing.
The voice acting for the time is just better than anything else out there.
Oh yeah, it's just like I still cry when Sniper Wolf dies. Spoilers for anyone who's played Metal Gear Solid 1. And at the end with Naomi's monologue where she's it's like you have to choose how you live your life and all that, and I'm just like, feels like.
And the amazing ending of like the credits and getting actual footage of like the Alaskan mountains. That's really nice.
And then also the music, best is yet to come.
The music's so good. Yeah, and every Metal Gear Solid theme is just amazing.
Every Metal Gear Solid song in general.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
I did actually get. What game did you play for one of your uni assignments?
Was that the one that I did recently?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
See, even that ending, like I only just saw the ending and I was like, that's I got a little bit fearful.
I was there like crying my face off. So I'm just like, why does Snake have to die?
Like I even got a little bit fearful because I was like, oh, that's really sad.
Especially the line when like Sunny goes to Otacon and she's just like, where's Snake? And he's just like
and he starts crying.
Yeah, and Otacon's like, he had a rough life.
Yeah.
He's gone to go find peace or whatever he says. I'm just like,
and then he's alive.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
And you get 50 minutes of Epilogue.
Oh yeah, with him and Big Boss for 0. But there's sort of like even like there's even like
we still went the first one.
Yeah, back to the first one. Like, Daddy, you led us down the path of turning this into a Metal Gear Solid discussion.
I'm sorry. I should have just kept my mouth quiet.
No, well, this like the gameplay of 1 isn't outdated. Like besides the fact you can't aim properly. Like even in the games.
Although from what I heard, Twin Snake supposedly broke that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Where like and a lot of fans of Metal Gear Solid think the same way. It's very surprising. Where a lot of people say. But on the few times I've heard where a lot of people are like the original is better. You not just like I prefer the original. It's like no, the original is actually a better game.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that like
the first person aiming supposedly just broke the game.
Yeah, because Twin Snakes, from what it is essentially, they took Metal Gear Solid 1, made it look nicer, put Metal Gear Solid 2's gameplay onto it, and they're like, doesn't work because Metal Gear Solid 1 was designed for Metal Gear Solid 1's gameplay. 2 was not designed for Metal Gear Solid 1 because Metal Gear Solid 1 is very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, we don't have proper aiming, so let's not put massive areas. Let's put it like facility, so very tightening building. So it's like we'll design the stealth around that. But then they put MGS2's gameplay into it, so it's like MGS2 was not made for this, and MGS1 was not made for MGS2's style of gameplay. Even though they're very similar, there's a lot of differences between the two. Oh man, MGS1 is beautiful. Like every boss is amazing. Yeah. Like the level design,
all the weapons are just great. Like finding the
story,
the Nikita missile. That's
yes,
so cool.
The story, like even like the bit where like you're in the elevator and it's like, oh wait, reading off, and you're like, oh, bit odd, and then like it's the codec, and then the other one's like, Snake, no, there's people on there. You're like, and the music's like, and it gets like way louder, and like that genuinely still to this day. I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna get wrecked like so hard, and like
It's so clearly a labour of love.
yeah,
Like, it really is.
it is. I would probably still say to this day, it's not my favorite MGS, but I'd say it's probably the best MGS and the best Hideo Kojima game is MGS 1. Like for what it is,
Right, yeah.
and even like just from the smallest things, like the little like Easter egg type.
That's something.
things.
It's such a deliberate game.
And it does things that it like as like Kojima does with every Metal Gear Solid game. He pushes what you can do with a game, where it's like oh like gotta find like the Psycho Mantis boss fight.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just like spot
Absolute
control,
classic, yeah.
like so much shit like that, where it's just like he pushes what you can do with a video game, and it's perfect in Metal Gear Solid 1, and also the soundtrack. Even if it's not the best soundtrack, I will say, because
in
it's
the series.
yeah not the best because it's pre Harry Gregson Williams.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
he came along and was just like
He
I'm
just destroyed.
just gonna perfect every Metal Gear Solid soundtrack.
That's one of the fun Peace Walkers because he doesn't score.
Yeah, and you
It's
can just
it's obvious. Yeah.
I
I like Heaven's Divide, the theme, but it's not as
yeah.
good as any of the other themes.
Yeah.
For the weakest out of the main
Did he do
themes.
Portal Wars?
No, he wouldn't have.
Okay, because
I mean, he could have.
that does have my favorite Metal Gear Solid song, which is Colon
Colon
Night.
Night, yeah.
Yeah. And you've heard that song a million times. I
Yeah.
play it all the time.
Oh yeah, it's a very.
We've
pretty
gone to
song.
we've gone to Craftsman once. We were really drunk in the Uber.
Oh.
We were playing it.
Oh yeah. I was
really
like,
loud.
I was like the Uber driver. Like, have you played Metal Gear Solid, man? And he was like, what's Metal Gear Solid? I'm like, oh man, you're missing out. If someone's like, you can make one T-shirt that people are gonna wear, I'm gonna have it like my face, just deadpan.
Have you
And-
ever played Metal Gear Solid?
No brackets. Oh man, you're missing out. Just like, cause that's I said to like everyone. They're like,
Dude,
I'm like, oh, have you watched like? I said to you, and I'm like, oh, have you watched Prestige? And you're like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, oh man, you're missing out.
Yeah.
I'd buy it. Screw on. Chuck it up on Redbubble, dude. I'd buy it.
Oh
nice.
yeah.
So yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
Red Bull.
Alright,
I'd buy
so
so much.
we'll end Metal Gear Solid there.
Yeah,
I'll
we
be
should.
on here for
Alright.
another hour. My last game, and I don't think any of you have played it, is Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver.
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
haven't
didn't even
played
think
it, but I know
about
you're
that.
talking
Like
about
for
it,
your
yeah.
list, I know how much you love that.
I love Legacy of Kain.
Mm.
So I'm a big fan of the franchise. I haven't played all the games. I only one I've beaten is Soul Reaver. Every other one I haven't beaten is I believe Amy Hennig's first game.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
She's worked on it.
Okay, I'll go. Amy Hennig is the brains behind Uncharted.
Oh.
He's also got her upcoming Star Wars game as well, which
Oh
hype-
yeah, that.
hype for is
Yeah,
I-
industry legend. Yeah.
yeah, she
Absolutely.
she is someone where like a lot of people seek to work with her.
People pay attention to what she's working on.
Like the only thing we've seen from her Star Wars game is a 5-second clip of someone walking out of a building.
Mm.
Yet the hype for her Star Wars game is through the roof because everyone's
Yeah.
like, it's an Amy Hennig Star Wars game. She's writing it and the creative director behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure her first series, it might have been her first game, but her first series was the Legacy of Kain series.
That's cool.
She was the brain behind every single game in that series, I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
At least she was the brain behind Soul Reaver and Defiance and Soul Reaver 2 and Blood. What's it?
I don't know there were that many.
There's a lot. There's Blood. Oh, yeah, Blood Omen. It says like the first ever Legacy of Kain game was Blood Omen, another PS1 classic, which I've never played, and copies of that game are not cheap. Like Legacy of Kain Blood Omen is ridiculously expensive,
Mm.
and it's amazing because there's another great thing about Legacy of Soul Reaver is the first Legacy of Kain game was a top-down RPG on PS1, so very Diablo-esque. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, which is the sequel, which again Amy Hennig was the brains behind, is a third-person action-adventure platformer.
Mhm.
And it is one of the few times where someone was like, we're going to make a sequel, completely change the gameplay style, and everyone loved it. It was like two different games. Same lore, same universe, same characters, two different games. And then there's also Blood Omen 2, Soul Reaver 2, and Defiance. They're all, then there was the cancelled this Legacy of Kain game, which our friend told us about, was Dead Sun, which looked a lot like an Assassin's Creed game, which didn't look that good. But back to Soul Reaver, it's one of the most atmospheric and unique games ever made. Like, you play as not just a vampire, you play as a dead vampire who was thrown into a pit of hell, had the bones in his wings ripped out in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Mhm.
Because like the whole thing is that you play as the main character Raziel, who also Christian Bible ties as well.
Is it?
Raziel's an angel.
Oh.
I believe one of God's angels or something like that. I don't know a lot about the Bible. Anyway, you play as Raziel, who is one of there's a character, the Legacy of Kain, the titular character, Kane is this almighty vampire who's destroyed the world. Like, his actions in the first game have actually destroyed the world. So he's like, I will. He's other things like, I will ascend to become this great being, and a sign of that is growing wings. And so at the beginning, like the opening cutscene of Soul Reaver, Raziel comes up and he has bat wings. He's ascended past Kane. So Kane rips out the bones in his wings and then throws him in this massive pit of hellfire, essentially. And Raziel's meant to die. Instead, he becomes this undead vampire, which makes no sense because vampires are already undead. But anyway, without a bottom jaw, his because the order that Raziel served, because Raziel was a vampire, and this kind of thing, they have these cool capes, which is like what house they're from. He has that cape infused into his skin because it melted into him.
Oh, yeah.
And essentially, he's a vampire that feeds on souls. So like and that's a game mechanic as well. To get your health back, you have to enemies you kill to have those green souls, so you absorb them and you get your health back. And also, it's got like the Majora's Mask or the Ocarina of Time between the multiple world thing, where there's the normal world and there's a spirit world. And it's not just like there's two worlds, they integrated that into gameplay, so to solve puzzles you have to bounce between the two.
Oh,
but it's not like Legend of Zelda where it's like, oh, okay, gotta go to a temple, use a temple, play a song, you've now swapped worlds. It's, you can swap worlds on the fly by doing certain things. So it's like, and it's cool, you'll be in one world where it's like, oh, it's all this way, swap to Spirit World and everything distorts and changes. And it also changes the layout of certain things, so it's like, oh, I can't get up there, swap to Spirit World, it's like, one of these pillars will like not crumble but like distort and look different, and you can jump up on it and run around. The bosses are amazing, the universe is amazing, the voice acting, that's another thing like I said about Metal Gear Solid, is the voice acting very solid. Same for Soul Reaver, the voice acting is very good. Like this generation of gaming levels of good where it's like very cinematic and very very fitting for the world. It's got a great design, the combat's really good, it's not just hitting enemies. The combat is, like, so you fight other forms of deformed vampires or zombies and shit. And a combat is, like, instead of having, like, oh, I've got health bars, you just knock points off, you have to, like, weaken them and then use ways like throwing them onto a spike or throwing them in sunlight or stabbing them with a pike weapon or throwing them in water, because water kills vampires in this universe, is to kill enemies. So instead of just be like, oh, run, you have to be like, fight them, and then be like, okay, is there a spike or a flaming thing anywhere nearby? Alright, cool, there is. Pick up a wounded enemy, throw them onto the spike. And the sounds they make when they die is amazing, and all the bosses are unique. It's one of the games where everything about the game helps the game, and they go for unique ways of taking a game from being just like, oh, you got to fight enemies, instead of being like, hit. It's like, no, you have to fight them in a way that's relevant to this universe. And it's one of the most ungamified games ever made, where it's like, it feels everything you do is part of this universe. And it's one of the most, I would say, not underrated, because a lot of people do love Soul Reaver, who've played it. But I'd say one of the most horribly unappreciated games ever made.
Okay.
Because, like, it doesn't get the love it deserves. Especially the series. The series is a great series.
Did they make any future games for other consoles?
Yes, so they made Soul Reaver 2 for PS2, and they made Blood Omen 2, which is part of the same unit, which is a sequel where you play as Kane, who was the main villain of Soul Reaver. And they made Defiance, where you play as both Raziel and Kane. And sadly, not much has happened past Defiance. From what I know, that the story of Soul Reaver or Legacy of Kane hasn't been wrapped up, because I haven't beaten all the games. The only one I've beaten is Soul Reaver.
Yeah.
But past that everything else has been thing. There was going to be another, like I said, there was going to be another Soul Reaver game, or Legacy of Kane game called Legacy of Kane Dead Son, but it got cancelled, sadly. Which I'm not actually, to be honest, not that sad about, because it looked like an Assassin's Creed game. It didn't look very good. But yeah, no, those are my 5 favourite PS1 games. So it was like Soul Reaver,
Pretty good.
Soul Reaver, Metal Gear Solid, Front Mission 3, Spyro 2, and what was the other one? Oh, fuck, what was it called? To the Phone!
Castlevania.
No, that was one of my honorable mentions.
Crash?
Final Fantasy 8.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting list.
Yeah. Like, we have a very different list, I suppose. I thought there'd be a lot more overlap.
I think I don't know.
I kind of geared mine to not overlap, though. But these are, like, I was thinking about, like, these are genuinely my favourite games. Well, they're not, like, nostalgically my favourite one. Like, okay, if I actually went back to play them now, I'd love them just as much.
See, I did it in a way that I remember these games most fondly.
Yeah.
Like, it was, if I went to a game, if I was thinking of a list and it didn't come straight to my mind and someone else had to mention, I was like, oh yeah, that game, then I wouldn't put that on my top 3, because obviously, clearly it didn't have as much effect on me
Mm.
as something like Medieval
Yeah.
or Crash.
These are
or
games
Gran
that
Turismo.
have also influenced my love of games.
Mm.
So like From Mission 3 has influenced my love of mechs. I think that's the first thing mech related except for Transformers. My first thing mech piloted related
Yeah.
that I was like, yes, that and Armored Core. Where I
Yeah.
was like, these games, that's where my love of mech came from. Like I said, Final Fantasy VIII was my love of JRPGs.
Mm.
And RPGs in general. Well, that and Diablo are my love of RPGs. And the original Baldur's Gate. Oh, so many games. But like I said, Spyro is my love of platformers, and like Legacy of Kain is my love of just great games where it's just like a unique game. And that was my cool person's game. If I went to a game where I was like, we played Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and they're like, what's that? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Cool indie game right here. Not indie, but you know, like one of those games where I still recommend it to people. I think it's one of those games.
Yeah, it does sound interesting.
I'll give it a try. Yeah.
It's I think you'd really like it, Eric. I think you'd also like because you like your gothic shit as well.
Yeah,
like
I
you
do.
love your vampires or like zombies and shit.
Yeah.
That I think you'd love Soul Reaver. You can get them all on Steam as well.
Oh, cool.
Except for Blood Omen, the original Blood Omen you can't get on Steam.
Mm.
It's a PS1 hidden gem. So I've never played
I
because
wonder
again
if the PS3 store or the PlayStation store would have it.
the American store has it. I don't think the AU store has it. Yeah, I know, right? I was gonna buy all the Dino Crisis games on the AU store. They don't fucking have it on the AU store. That's another good PS1 game, Dino Crisis.
Mm.
Yeah, but like we've all got very different lists. Like
Yeah.
you've got a lot of like the not adulty games. You know, like the very like you got two horror classic games. You've got MGS obviously. What was the other-
Doom, yeah, I guess that counts.
What was the other one you had?
Crash for
Crash. Okay, one kid friendly. You had like
I had most.
you had a lot of like very like just very like these are fun games.
Yeah.
Like, it's very cool to see how different like everyone's favorite PS1
Mm.
games were. Oh man. So I think that's the end of that segment.
I think
This is gonna-
this is gonna be-
I
this
think
is
this podcast's gone over 2 hours.
Yeah, 2
Yes.
hours long, easy. Sorry anyone who's actually
Once again, I was worried about running like.
fuck that.
Hey, listen to it on a 5-hour-long road trip, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Just you get that YouTube
The
download.
complete saga, episodes
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Oh man, that would actually rack up to a good 5 hours. I'm pretty sure.
Because
Yeah.
I think
First one was an hour. Oh no, first one's an hour 17. Second one's an hour 10. This one's gonna be over 2 hours easy.
Yeah.
And we're not done yet. So we're gonna do our what have we been playing segment.
Oh, jeez.
Segue.
Oh God.
I forgot all about that.
What have I been?
Who's gonna go first?
I don't think I've been playing anything different since when I spoke last time.
Well,
Yeah.
or not just
GTA
playing, or
4.
been watching, or like
Oh yeah,
just doing.
I told you
in
guys about that on the way. Yeah.
Alright. Someone go first because I need to think of mine.
Alright, well, what have I been playing? I've been playing some more Wipeout,
Oh, Mega Collection. Yeah. So
Mega
we've both been
Collection,
playing that. Yeah.
but I also played not the
Oh, shit,
original,
that's what
but we
I'm
played
playing.
the PlayStation version, or at
Or
least
PS3 version.
the
of
original
Fury.
version of
And for some reason, it doesn't handle anywhere near as good as on
it's
PS4.
very, very heavy. Like the
Yeah.
vehicles
Very
just feel very disgustingly heavy.
Yeah. It's odd how it handles differently on PS4.
Mm.
We tried playing on PS3 and like we were failing.
really?
We were failing our races so hard.
Yeah, and it's the same
wasn't
maps
even like
as
it
well.
wasn't even like the end game race. It was
Yeah.
like that mid game, and we were like, we're doing very bad. But
Weird.
PS4 flying through the game, like
Yeah.
gold medal every race. Yeah.
Mm.
What else? What else you playing?
What have I been playing? I haven't been playing anything else much.
Oh yeah, we watched Dunkirk.
We did. We watched Dunkirk.
Me and Danny watched Dunkirk. Eric haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Mm.
It's very
So-
very good. It's
it's
not
good.
not the best Nolan movie. Is a Christopher Nolan World War II epic for anyone who doesn't know what Dunkirk is. It is a very situational movie. It's not character driven. It's event driven. It's about the event of Dunkirk and the British soldiers that were trapped on the beaches of Dunkirk and all that. Very intense war depiction
Oh,
that
yeah.
doesn't need an R rating to be brutal. It's
Mm.
very brutal without being bloody. That's what I really liked about it. It's very. I really enjoyed it. I think people who want a character driven movie might be a bit disappointed, especially if you're a Christopher Nolan fan who loves his character driven movies, because it's not character driven at all. Like the main character doesn't have a line until halfway through the movie. He's silent for the first half of the movie.
Seriously, wow.
Yeah. But not like bad acting. Like he
Yeah,
still,
so,
he
yeah,
acts
it's
very
interesting
well.
for sure.
And it's one of the most. It's not like here's the build up. Here we are at Dunkirk. It's like no, bang, you're in Dunkirk straight away. And there's no like
World War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
pretty
like
much.
it's not like oh man, I got kids at home. Like oh, I can't wait to go back to my wife. She's pregnant. Like it's not like shit. Like I know I gave that a Forrest Gump voice.
I was thinking Matthew McConaughey.
Man, any movie with Matthew McConaughey, it makes it a little bit better. Not every movie.
Yeah, no,
But
that's what I'm saying.
no, I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh, I forgot about his romantic comedy
Don't
era.
forget old Matthew McConaughey movies.
Yeah.
Oh God. No.
Hey man, Sahara was good.
No.
Hey, Interstellar was good.
I liked it.
Yeah, so like it avoids those cliches and goes straight for them. It's just people in a very bad situation and how they deal with it, and just how shitty war is. It's very good. What do you like that as well? Didn't you, Danny?
Yeah, no. It was a little bit hard to get into at first, and I think because it wasn't character driven, I was kind of like,
Yeah.
and also I came in knowing nothing about the film, not even knowing because
not even anything about the historical.
Yeah, because I was like, it's Dunkirk. It's a war movie about.
Because isn't one of the few war movies that takes place in the beginning of World War II as well? Because from what I know, Dunkirk is in the earlier part of World War II.
Because they used to focus on the glory.
Beating. In this one, they don't even address the Nazis as Nazis. They just say the enemy.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel way more of a threat. Because this is when everyone's like, "Fuck!" Like, they're close to win. Like Germany has a very good chance at taking winning World War II. This is when everyone's like, "Oh, this is not good." You really feel the terror of the situation.
Yeah.
My big issue with it, and it's something that Nolan does, and I get it, Nolan. You love not showing your movie in order. I get it. It's fine. You did Memento. It worked.
I don't know he did Memento.
Yeah, he did Memento. Yeah, that was one of his first movies. It does that type of storytelling. I really think hinders this movie because it isn't sequential. It's like jumps all over the place. Like here's one bit from the past.
Non-linear. Yeah.
Non-linear. That's the word. I love knowing the storytelling. For this type of movie, it doesn't work because it's very unclear at what point is where sometimes, and I was getting very confused. Like, wait.
See, because I had the complete opposite. I was like, this is good. Well.
So you thought it, when we were talking about it earlier, you thought it was all sequential.
I thought it was all sequential.
I was like, oh no, it's broken up.
Because they're just the way.
Unlinear. It's got very good performances as well. It's very. I'd say it's not the best Nolan movie in any regard. But it's definitely a very good movie and a lot of practical effects as well.
That's good, yeah.
I think I heard almost all the plane sequence was shot with planes.
It did look really well done.
It has that classic Nolan touching the camera to something and it's moving, but the things have you seen Interstellar?
Most of it, yeah.
So you know how there's the ship shots where there's the ship's on the side of the shot and everything else moved. Yeah, it had a lot of those shots where you'd be on the side of a plane. You clearly tell it's attached to a plane and they're shooting what's happening. Yeah. It's really good stuff. Oh, random cop sirens. Danny! So
boys, bad.
So it's Dunkirk. If anything else, Danny, is that wrapping it up?
No, that's all I think I've been doing.
As I mentioned it, saw a lot of horror movies, saw Creed, which is about, I'm trying to think, I don't want to spoil it, about a guy that takes an offer from another guy to film his life. To film 24... Shit. Yeah, have you seen it?
Yes, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, to film... Oh, no, it's not 24. It's just a day in the life of it and just how that turns out. It's only quite a short movie. It's only about, I think, a bit over 70 minutes long. It's a good, simplistic movie. It's quite effective, yeah. It's only got the guy filming, the guy that he's filming, and a voice on the phone. That's it for actors.
Oh, wow.
And, it's quite simplistic. No, it's good, though.
That sounds really good.
It's not amazing, but it's good. The Hollow, which is another horror movie, which is an English-Irish one.
Oh yeah.
About a couple with a newborn son and the husband is I'm not sure what he does. He does something with the environment, and essentially they move to a part of an island. I think it's supposed to be their last public forest.
Oh yeah.
And he's essentially commissioning it to be cut down.
Oh shit.
And all the legends, it's a really superstitious village they move into and saying, there's things living in the forest, you can't do that, and you just see where that goes. That's interesting because I was reading they didn't really want that to necessarily be too much of a horror movie, to be a bit to be quite emotional, to be almost like an emotional drama. Once again, it's good, it's not amazing. Yeah. It does play it a bit safe, it's not super scary. Yeah. But it's good. That's good. Yeah. And as I mentioned, 28 days and 28 weeks later.
Very good zombie movies. Good movies. Well, the first one's a great zombie movie, and the second one's a good
really unique, yeah.
Very good. Very great. Especially 28 Days. I love 28 Days. It's one of my favourite zombie movies of all time.
I think it's probably my favourite, because I'm not a big fan of zombie movies.
Neither. I'm not a big fan of zombie movies either. They're overdone. And they just... they lack a lot of... They're we need to make a movie. Zombie movie, here we go.
Yeah, I just find they have trouble really capturing what makes zombie media good.
Yeah, and 28 Days Later is fucking amazing. Especially, it's inspiring what they did with so little.
Yeah.
A lot of the shots were shot illegally, didn't have permission to shoot.
Oh, really? Yeah,
a lot of the shots they shot, they weren't allowed to actually shoot there, so that's why there's a lot of nighttime scenes. It's shoot it and then run away before they get arrested by cops.
That's the thing about, shooting stuff you can shoot illegally. The thing is, like, if you get away, they can't
You
really.
can't do anything
They
about
can't
it.
really do anything about it. Can they?
The only illegal one of the only legal shots in the movie is the big like city shot where he walks out. It's that big, massive wide shot.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the few, like they shut down. They had I think an hour to shoot that shot, and they had to get going because they had to reopen the streets. Unlike a big Hollywood production where it's like, oh, we shut down for 10 hours or 6 hours.
Yeah, because I was wondering because there are a few shots of big empty London.
A few like I think those were like bought with like the most little time possible, and like it was made on almost no money. Like the budget was ridiculous, and for what they pull off with such a small budget, no big name actors now like Scott Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
They're all, back then I don't think he was. I think he was a very small actor
I
back then.
think a lot of the actors have actually gone on to. I know.
Yeah.
What is it?
The military villain. He's
Yeah, he's
done a lot of stuff. A lot of
The woman is, I think she's the new. What is she? What's the James Bond character? She's the current.
the current Bond girl.
No, not Bond girl. Like M. Is
Oh,
Mrs. Moneypenny. I think that's
Moneypenny,
her.
yeah.
She's the current
Miss
one. Yeah.
Moneypenny.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
She's the
from
current one.
Skyfall,
Yeah.
yeah.
From Skyfall. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's in.
She's the new one. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
a
02?
O2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she would have been quite young.
very.
Because I was going to say, because she's young in Skyfall. Or is it
Jesus,
Skyfall?
she doesn't look it, does she?
No, she
I'm
doesn't.
thinking about it. She doesn't look that young in 28. I'm pretty sure it's the same person.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. Someone can comment if we are wrong.
I believe it does have other actors that have done a bit. I just can't remember though.
Yeah, I haven't seen 28 Days in a long time.
28 Weeks has heaps. It's got
Yeah, it's got.
Idris Elba,
it's,
Jeremy Renner,
Oh, wow.
Imogen Pooch. She's done like quite a bit of stuff. I can't remember what the name of the father is in 28 Weeks Later. He's done heaps.
Oh yeah,
the main, the father in that movie.
he's in so much
He's
shit.
done heaps, yeah.
He's got the long hair, right?
Yeah, long hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think even his wife has done quite a bit. Like his in movie life.
28 Weeks is it's.
Oh, Rose Byrne as well.
Yeah,
She's
Rose
in it,
Byrne, yeah. 28 Weeks is good. It's the Hollywood version of 28 Days Later. Because 28 Days Later, I'm pretty sure it is an indie film. Like,
I'll look it up. Yeah,
yeah,
I can't remember.
it was very again shot with no money essentially, and it's amazing they got that movie to where it was. But 28 Weeks Later is like, oh hey, people love 28 Days. Let's make a sequel. A lot bigger, a lot more money thrown into it.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean, but the magic of what 28 Days Later was not captured in the sequel. That being said, 28 Weeks Later is a very fun zombie movie.
Oh yeah, and like especially for a movie that you watch the end of 28 Days Later and it does imply that this should be the end.
Yeah.
And the fact that they do make another movie out of it, it doesn't feel like too forced is impressive.
Yeah, they're very good zombie movies, especially the first one.
Yeah.
28 Weeks Later is a good time. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not like a generic zombie
I didn't
movie.
realize that was a movie with the famous shot of the guy in the helicopter
Yeah,
killing the zombies with the blades.
yeah.
It's ridiculously.
But yeah, so, anything else played / watch /
No,
done?
it's better.
Oh yeah, so, I only got one other one. We watched Dunkirk, obviously. But I've been playing a lot more of Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. Because before I mentioned the last podcast, but I only played about half an hour of it. Now I've played a good 10 hours. Time flies.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah. A lot of late nights to that game because it's a very... Yeah, I've never played it back on the PS2 that much. Played it the first hour and that's about it. Now I've been playing a shit ton of it on PS4. And I think it's one of those games where it's gotten a lot better. Not only is this remaster a lot better than the original, because they changed quite a bit. But I think now we're releasing, because I remember when they announced the release of Final Fantasy 12, I'm like, did anyone really want a remaster of Final Fantasy 12? Because from what I know, a lot of fans are divided on Final
I
Fantasy 12.
remember it being really, really big when it came out.
Yeah, it was
And
massive.
then just hearing nothing about it
Yeah,
afterwards.
even in like media or like when people talk about on YouTube and stuff, they talk about Final Fantasy games. 12 never comes up.
I know, yeah. It
Never comes up. Like usually 6 or 7 or 9 or
even 8, yeah.
Yeah, 8
Anything
like
else.
any of those. But 12 rarely comes up ever.
I mean, even 13 gets ripped into.
Yeah, 13
12 just doesn't get mentioned.
13's a joke among the gaming community. Sorry Final Fantasy 13 fans. But no, that's like 12. Like, but now I've been playing a lot of it. And I was like, I don't remember it being this. Because I remember I didn't like it when I played on PS2. When I was like, this is too different from what a Final Fantasy game is. Now I'm going like as more open minded as I was back then. I'm like, this is a fucking great game. Besides the main character Vaughn being a fucking obnoxious like prat. Like he's really bad. He's the one thing I'm like, this is a bad thing about the game is the main character. They said every other side character is an amazing character. Like you've seen Balthier.
Yeah.
He's just like the suaviest motherfucker on the planet, and
He
like
sounds suave.
yeah, and he's
Obviously the slaviest motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
It's like, cousin, we go drink vodka.
but like, he's essentially like British Han Solo.
Yeah.
And Fran is sexy Chewbacca.
I mean, she has bunny ears.
Yeah, well, it is his animal companion. She's a humanoid and can speak properly. And
Yeah.
shows a lot of ass in that game. There's also like so many great characters. Like, the combat's really good. Like, it's very like customizable. Like, it's combat for people who love slow tactical combat, where it's like I want to do this move now, and I'm okay with like not hacking and slashing my way through a game. Then 12's combat is for those. I love my tactical combat where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this move and move you here, and oh that's happened, so I'm gonna pause the fight and then readjust all my combat to accommodate for what's happened. I love that type of combat. As much as I do love my hacking and slashing, but FF12 I feel like is a game that's gotten a lot better with age. Like, even now it looks really good on PS4. Like, I remember in the last podcast I said it still looks like a PS2 game. For some reason the intro doesn't do it justice. The further I get into the game, the better it looks. I'm like, this looks a lot more like not a PS2 game. But from what the 10 hours I played, I don't think I'm anywhere near beating it, but very good game.
Yeah.
From what I've played.
That's good.
Yeah. Is that everything?
Yeah,
So,
I think that's it.
Alright, cool. So that's it. Hope everyone enjoyed the mega episode because it's 2 hours long.
Like 2.5.
Oh, God.
Probably. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode is going to be on, well, at least the main topic is going to be anything that's been revealed at San Diego Comic-Con.
SDCC.
Yes. We're not going to be there, obviously, because we're stupid Australians who can't go to San Diego. But well, we can. But, we're poor.
We'll be able to eat afterwards for a while.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't afford to come back.
No.
Come the street.
Yeah, that's essentially it. What a go though.
It'd be like GTA 4. Just replace all those characters with us. Stow away on a boat.
We'll get there in time though.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we'll cover anything that's announced at San Diego Comic Con because there's gonna be some shit. There's gonna be some trailers.
Oh, yeah.
Probably gonna be. Hopefully, we'll get we'll get to see an Avengers trailer.
Yeah.
Or another Last Jedi trailer. I'm hoping for an Avengers trailer.
Yeah.
We
don't have one. Essentially.
Yeah, we don't have one yet. There is a trailer, but we can't see it again. Fuck you, D23. But hopefully we get that. But yeah, we'll cover that. Maybe I don't know. Probably that. Maybe there's no other big game releases coming out.
I don't think so.
The next
week.
Next big one's Uncharted or Lost Legacy.
Yeah. That doesn't come out until August.
August 23rd.
End of August, yeah.
August 23rd. So but I think we got some. I think we might have seen more of Planet of the Apes by then.
Maybe.
Oh, well, look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might do it on that. That'd be a cool thing to talk about. But if not, anyway, we've got like a million other topics we can talk about.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to, we can talk about our favourite PS2 games. Or favourite, like...
Oh, that'd be so much longer.
Oh, yeah. We'll make just a solo episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright, anyway, well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Cheers.
If you like this, subscribe. I'll try and upload these weekly, hopefully. We're going back to uni soon, so we'll give you guys an update on how we'll be doing our podcasts. Uploading schedule and all that. We'll also be on SoundCloud and Vimeo this time, hopefully. And definitely SoundCloud, maybe not Vimeo. We'll see how that happens.
Yeah.
Still YouTube.
Definitely YouTube, yeah. So follow us on there. If you think we're any good, send us to your friends. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Adios. Whoop.